Land your plane, land your plane, land your plane, land your plane.
Welcome. Thank you for tuning in with Land Your Plane Podcast. You are on Flight 43. I'm alongside with my flight attendant. Introduce yourself. Ladies first.
I'm Reese.
How do you spell Italian?
Hey.
A. Italian.
IT.
I got it. No, I was. And I got it. I got it. I was able to just voice text it. I'm 34 and a half. I'm your favorite cousin from your auntie and uncle you didn't know you had. You know what I mean? It's a great night because we're ready to take a great flight. Land your plane.
Hey man, it's your boy Money Bag Extraordinaire. I put the money in the bag so extraordinaire, aka Gemini, aka Let's Get It.
Welcome everybody. Welcome. How y'all feeling out there? Y'all all right?
Ready to take this flight.
I woke up today.
Man. Yes, sir. They're posting. He's Valley, he goody. Well, today, man, we're gonna be talking about, is cheating still a deal breaker, or is it immaturity? And we're gonna find out tonight. But got a little twist, so we're gonna see. Maybe you in the comments might be able to stick with me, or you see which way this thing turn. All right, well, let's see. Deal breaker. What are some words or thoughts that come to mind when you hear the word deal breaker? Reese, you go first.
I'm gonna go with ending something, or something that you're just not gonna even get involved in. Like something is just no, not dealing with it type situation. So I would say deal breaker is just like, nah, I'm not being involved in that.
I'm tired. Another
Deal breaker
word.
or deal breaker. If you have some or had some, or what do you think some are for some people?
I think some deal breakers for people, I would say, maybe, I mean, anything could be a deal breaker for somebody. So like somebody may put up with cheating, somebody may not. Somebody may put up with a man or woman not working, some people will not. Somebody may put up with being abused, some people may not. So I feel like a deal breaker is a very personal thing if it's a relationship, because people put up with different things that other people don't put up with. And then I feel like also what plays into part is, when has this deal breaker came about? Have you been together 10 years and it came, and it's something that you're willing to work on, or did it happen in the beginning and you're like, nah, I'm not fucking with that, and you could just walk away peacefully? So I feel like each situation would be different for that person and what they're willing to tolerate and what boundaries they have.
Gentlemen, some thoughts, words. You have any deal breakers,
Yeah.
or what some deal breakers people usually have?
if I can be frank, I don't even use that shit anymore. You gonna accept me or not? When you're young, there's deal breakers. There's things that you battle with your friends because they don't have this, because you're not having it. So you make sure your relationship is what they don't have. So when we're young, that's choices y'all make. But when you old, let's be for real. Everybody comes with deal breakers. But you can't set the tone for what you don't want when you ain't got it. So what is your? I don't get deal breaker. I mean, because your last relationship wasn't fucking a deal breaker. Neither is this one. So you can't like when you say deal breaker, you got to be the person that makes sure you don't be the deal breaker, because who are you to set the tone for somebody else's relationship? And you gonna get with it or get away from it. But there's no more deal breakers anymore. That shit don't make no fucking sense.
So
Deal
would you be?
breaker. No, hold on, man. Deal breaker. You better not have no kids, but y'all niggas is 30, right? You better not come with an attitude. Uh, uh, you better be strong. If you ain't, but your last relationship, nigga, you wasn't none of that shit. You accept every fucking thing. Now that shit was wrong, now you make deal breakers, and you're 32 now. That shit is corny. Whack. If you're gonna be with the person, be strong with the person, or fall. When you fall, you fall. But deal breakers don't make sense to me. If it makes sense, I land.
To me,
Reese, hold on. Reese, you had a question?
I just had a
Yes, yes,
question.
yes.
So would you be cool with somebody? So say you were with your partner for 10 years, would you be cool with her just not cleaning no more, not cooking no more, not doing laundry? You'd be cool with that?
See, but then I love that. You see, because once again, 10 years. So you accepted something.
Yeah, but for
You
10 years,
cannot.
for, for
I'm
10 years
answering.
she's been doing it, and then all of a sudden she just stops doing it. You guys have that conversation about, hey, I need you to do this, and she still is like, nah, I'm not doing it.
Listen again. You set the tone for 10 years. At what point of the 10 years that you have a deal breaker? 3 years, 2 years, a year and a half. You're going a full 10 years, and now you just stop something. That's not a deal breaker. Yeah, I just need to fix some shit. You're going on for 10 fucking years. Fix the shit. The deal breaker is when you first get with get together. You feel what I'm saying? When you first get together and you see a sign that that a deal breaker is something that you're not going to accept from the last relationship. That's deal breakers to me. You're not going to take what you accept, what you did, because you're going to make it better. But when you set the tone for a deal breaker, and and then they're so diluted that you could be the deal breaker, but not see it yourself. But you just make sure that everybody you're with, you're gonna make sure that they don't. You know what I mean? Like now you're 10 years in, there's no more deal breakers. That's in the beginning, love.
So she just said, all right, I'm not sucking your dick no more, ever. You cool with that?
That's not a deal breaker.
a
It's
deal
not a
breaker
deal
is something that
breaker.
it is something that happens in the beginning when you first meet somebody or when you're courting. It's not something like that's. I guess that could be a deal breaker, but a deal breaker is more like a beginning thing. But I
I
get what
don't
you're
agree
saying.
with that.
Yeah.
Because if you're doing this in the beginning, then all of a sudden, 10 years down the road, you start doing this. That's something that wasn't
Okay,
there in the
so
beginning.
yeah, but everybody
Because
changes
that could
inside the
be.
relationship.
And now look, I
Hold
got
hold on,
two.
hold
I
on, hold on,
got.
hold on, Eddie. Hold on, Eddie. Then give me your
Yeah.
definition of a deal breaker.
It is a
In the
non-negotiable.
beginning. No, no,
It
no,
is
no, no,
no.
no, 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 no,
I'm
not you, dirt, not you,
I'm
dirt.
reading the
My
definition.
sister. I know. I'm not talking about the definition. I want her. I want sister's definition.
She went
She
first.
said it's
She
not in
went
the
first.
beginning. I know. I'm asking her to give me your definition of
I
a deal
said
breaker. If
in the
it's not the
beginning,
beginning.
I said that a deal breaker to me is something that you won't tolerate no more. You won't deal with that. Like if it's a boundary you may have that you like, nah, I'm not dealing with that. So it's something
But
that
once
you're not
again, you
going to
said
deal
10
with.
years. You said 10 years.
I'm just saying because people change over time. So at any point in time, you may start doing something that I'm not cool with or I don't want to deal with that. If you're 40 years old and you can't take the trash out, I might not want to deal with that. But you might have done that for 10 years and then all of a sudden you're not doing that no more. I come to you, we communicate about it, we have that conversation, and then you're like, nah, fuck you, I'm not doing that no more. Some people might not be able to deal with that. So that's why I was saying if your girl, if you're with her 10 years, she's sucking your dick for 10 years, and then one day she's just like, nah, I'm not sucking your dick no more. And then you talk about it, she's still like, nah, I don't feel like doing that ever again. You're cool with that, is what you're saying.
That time is past. We're in our 50s now.
All right. You might not want to get
We're
your
in our
dick sucked in
50s
the
now.
50s, but I'm sure that there's men that want to get their dick sucked in their 50s. So I'm just saying.
I'm just
Find your own path.
Speak for yourself.
Niggas' teeth is coming out. You still trying to get a dome and all that? All right.
I mean, just because you're 50 don't mean you got to be a shriveled up grape. Like,
I
I
got
can
you,
see
my
by
sister.
Megan's face. He was like, speak for yourself.
Forget about it. Forget about it.
And I
Dirt.
already know Dirty want him dick sucked at 50, so I mean, like,
He's crying as shit.
I'm just saying. I don't think a deal breaker has to be in the beginning of something.
Interesting.
Okay.
And I was saying, hold on, Dirt, before you jump out. To veg you back on that, I was saying that's why I got two options: deal breaker and immaturity. Now, somebody doing that later on in the relationship, is that immaturity? And that's all I wanted to add to that. Go ahead, Dirk.
So the definition of a deal breaker is someone or something that prevents a deal or an arrangement from being reached or fulfilled. The second definition is a reason for rejecting someone or something. All right. Some examples of the synthesis is climate-related provisions were unlikely to be a deal breaker, but the bill has taken a backseat to voting right legislation. That's where the other key player, Tom Combrew, came in. He was a deal breaker a few weeks ago in a potential trade between the Flyers and Toronto. So, to me, when I think of deal breakers, to me, in my life, the biggest deal breaker is probably an unwillingness of change. Because I feel like I hate that I hate a lot of things in life, but I hate to agree with Gemini. I feel like the older you get, the less
That's
perfect you.
fucked up. That's fucked up. Damn, son. No love on Dirt's side. No love. I get the just of 34 and a
He
half.
said he agree with you.
He hates to agree with me. He hates
Yeah,
to
but you
agree
still
with
got a
me.
little bit of agreement. So you got to take what you can get.
All right. Coming from you, respectfully, got you.
Take what you can get, okay?
I got you.
To me, I do feel like the older you get, the less perfection you expect of people. So it's less whether or not a person can have an imperfection and whether they're willing to work on that and change that and get better. In a sense, I don't want to even say the word better, but work on that. Like, all right, you feel like, oh, at one point I could say an attitude is a deal breaker, but now as I'm older, I feel like, yeah, having an attitude isn't a deal breaker, but are you willing to work on that attitude? No, it's not an attitude to not cook. I mean, no, it's not a deal breaker to not. It might be a deal breaker to cook, not cook, I should say. But are you willing to work on cooking? It might be a deal breaker for you not to do whatever, but are you willing to change that or will it be like pulling teeth to get you to change? Also, I feel like I also think that some people are good at certain things, and I'm willing to also be accepting of that. Like, all right, you're good at this. I don't expect you to learn how to know how to fucking make cheesecake. You don't know how to do that. You're not good at that. I don't expect you to know how to do this. You're not good at that. But you're great at what you're great at. You know what I mean? And that greatness is good. And that, I mean, not just good, is great. You know what I mean? So, I feel like at the same time, that's what I think. You know, like, yeah, all right. So like, and I hate reading the conversation, but I know you don't mind it. The person in the comment section, aim to please, said, telling no is a deal breaker. See, at one point that may have been a complete deal breaker for me, but that's what I'm saying. An example of, are you working on that? Can you work on telling me no? You get what I'm saying? Can you now work from that? Not to where I gotta persuade you and convince you to not tell me no, but do you realize how much I don't like that, and how much, if you want to be with me, you would have to be more conformative to what I'm saying to do. That to me is a deal. Is the deal is the ultimate deal breaker. An inability to fit into the circle or the mindset or the things that I'm trying to create and grow, and overstandably being productive in that. That would be a deal breaker for me.
Respectfully. Words or thoughts or deal breaker to me is a boundary that people try to apply without without knowing what it requires as far as standing behind it. Um, and some don't even know what their boundaries are until, you feel me, you're met with them, or met with, disagreements or certain things that you dislike, to where you can. So you say, I heard some of you say beginning, and some of you say in the middle, during. I would say deal breakers would be an immature part of you, because you haven't really fully got to your potential to know what you like or dislike. Yet, though, you will know certain things that you find out about yourself, what you will, agree with, and things that the younger you, wouldn't do or wouldn't agree with. You'll find out later on in life that that was petty or something immature, I think. So I think deal breakers, yeah, is something that you 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 being immature, but not immature in a goofy, disrespectful, you feel me, non-compliant way. I'm talking about just not privy of privy to life, relationship, and certain stuff. I would say. Next
Can
word
can can
is
can
that
you
question.
honest can you honestly say, is that a beginning thing? Because you have a chance to get out of it, right? So is that a beginning thing? That's all I want to ask to the panel. Is that a beginning thing? Deal breaker.
Really, it's a self thing. Starts with you, because you are the only one that knows before you come into something that can cause friction. You don't know it's a boundary until it causes friction. So the friction may become with a partner, a family member, a friend, or something, but it's then after the friction, then you start to, you feel me, apply these deal breakers, things how you're gonna strategically move in life. So to me, and y'all could disagree or add your thoughts. To me, I would say it starts with self. Dirt, you was about to say something.
Um, I just think that I think that people are I think people are so familiar with losing and not winning that the idea of what's needed to change can be scary. And I've been there myself. Relationship wise, women and men. I know it's easy for me to just blame women. You know what I mean? That's easy. That's my. I can do that. You know, women are afraid to change. You know? niggas,
Hell yeah.
You know niggas be taking change like they panhandlers. They ready for change. You know what I'm saying? Nah, I mean,
you heard. No, that wasn't Otis Redding. That's the day. That was Otis Redding.
The change gonna come.
Yeah.
Change gonna come. Sam Cooke. Yeah. Yes.
Oh, no, Cook. My bad. You heard Cook.
Yeah.
However, I feel like people.
I'm late.
You good?
Panel, what's good?
My fault. What's good, brother?
Hey, cuz.
What's up, sis?
I feel like people are we're talking about deal breakers.
What's good, Billy? What's good, Billy?
We're talking about deal breakers. We're talking about deal breakers.
Copy.
I'm about to finish my statement, and I guess you can go next on what you gotta say. But I'm saying that people are so susceptible against like the idea of what it means to change, that they don't realize that there's persistency of trying to push a narrative that they have painted for themselves is the reason they keep failing. You know, you have people who have never had a successful monogamous relationship who are against polygamy. If you've never had a successful monogamous relationship, how could you say you know for a fact that wouldn't work?
Touche.
How can you say that? You don't know. I get it, because there's gonna be some gay nigga that's gonna say, how you know you shouldn't be sucking dick? I'm not into that.
Right. Okay? That's not even that's not even it. That's not
no, I know how gay niggas be. They try to, well, you saying that. Nah, you're good, bro. I know what I'm into and what I'm not into. And I get the same thing as somebody saying they know what they're not into as far as polygamy going, all of those type of things. However, what I'm just saying is an example of it is we create these things that we see as deal breakers, and you're ready to break a deal with somebody or not even make the deal before the deal is even made. You're ready to break it. And that could have been the person you could have been successful with. But because we live in such a choice era where you have a constant online dating stream, where you have people liking your pictures, everybody telling you you're cute, everybody saying you're great, you think you constantly have all these choices that in general you are cute for a second. That's what
you probably cute for the wrong reason. You cute to fuck, but niggas is not cute to do the whole journey with you.
To have a relationship with,
keep cooking,
because
they still try.
That's all a picture. That's all a picture does. It proves that you're cute for a second, for a moment, that you possess cuteness as far as all looks. It's no personality in a picture. They trick you and tell you, oh, you smiling, you're showing your personality. You're not. I don't even know how the fuck you sound. You could be a cigarette smoking, you could be so many different things, and that picture is not going to bring to the table. But that picture will show your beautiful side. But then once a person actually has to get to know who you fucking are, that's when they want to bring out their deal breakers. So and you thinking you got all these deal breakers. Really, like I said, to me, the biggest one was going to be an unwillingness to be able to think about change, because most people don't see any accountability that leads to change or acceptance.
So are you saying it's in the beginning, right? Because I'm hearing your words. So it's in the beginning, right?
That I think that this is not. I'm not. Let me just say this real quick. I get Reese's point. I'm more leaning toward George a beginning thing, but I also get her point of if you're in a relationship with somebody and they do something that you didn't experience before, that can be a deal breaker. Yeah, you're right. It could be something that initially I meet you. Oh, you don't play cards? That's a deal breaker. Or however, it could also be something that maybe hasn't come to the table yet. Because I could have been with a person for 5 years and it never came up that we could go on a cruise because we didn't have the money. And then I'm like, yo, you want to go on a cruise? And they like, I'm afraid of the water. I don't like going on cruises. I would never do that. I'm not trying to be on the Titanic. And I could see that as a deal breaker.
And that's why I want to say you have to be careful. What is the deal breaker?
But you get
What's
what
your
I'm
deal
saying?
breaker?
You get what I mean? So yeah,
Absolutely.
I do see the beginning of it, but I also see some time where maybe that subject never came up, and you thought they was all of your deal breakers, or even one that you never even identified within yourself. You never knew how much you wanted to go on cruises and go travel the world, and they saying they afraid of planes, but you never had the money to get on the plane. You like, what? Now I got the money to get on the plane and we can't get on the plane. This is not going to work. You know, this ain't going to work.
And I think that when you say things like that, it's something that has to deal with the last relationship. That's just me of how you're speaking. It has something to do with the last relationship. If I'm correct, because you only know your deal breakers through your experience. You feel what I'm
Yes or
saying?
no?
So
yes or no? Not to cut you off. My apologies.
go ahead.
But
Go ahead.
some people learn deal breakers through other people's experiences. I don't want a man who's a truck driver. Oh, I don't want, you know what I mean? Or I don't want a girl who's a traveling nurse because I knew a cousin who I had whose wife was a traveling nurse and she ended up getting pregnant by another dude. So I can learn from
Yeah,
somebody else's experience too. And then somebody telling me they're a traveling nurse could be a deal breaker. So you can learn from your experiences or
But
somebody
no, you
else.
can't do that. You can't do that
you
though.
can't do
Everybody's
that.
different. Everybody's different.
As somebody, you can't do that. As
You can't.
somebody
You
else
can.
experience.
You can take heed to that, but you can't put that on everybody.
You
Yeah,
can.
Nah, it's for
you
sure.
can't do
It's
that.
not
Huh?
right. It's not right. No, I'm not like it's not right to do that. I
Right,
agree.
bro.
But you can. It's not right, but you can do that.
Or
It's
for
like
somebody else's, or for
it's
somebody
like
else's experience, that's your deal breaker. Then that will be your deal breaker.
But
Learn
that's
this from
you. No,
somebody else.
yes, you can do that, but that's you losing out though. Because you don't know
Yeah,
if that person will do that
But
or not do that. You're
I'm
just
not
that's
assuming
the I think
from what you've seen. I get what you're saying. I get what you're saying. All right.
and I think
but
that's
My
the
bad. I
saying.
didn't
how
want
is
to cut you
that?
in, but yeah, I just gotta
I
go ahead.
think they say that's the saying. They say a smart man learns from his mistakes by no
no a
smart. They
dumb.
said
It takes
yeah.
a dumb
Say
person
it.
learns from their mistakes, but a smart person can learn from other people's
Other
mistakes.
people's mistakes. Yeah.
Okay, that's 100. Yeah, that's 100 because you don't want to be growing up. You seen your parents do the wrong shit, right? And then first of all, you don't know what a deal breaker is when you're that young. But then when you grow up, you learn to see what a deal breaker is, right? So when you see that, that does set you to a path to where I'm not going to do that. And I'm grateful for the parent for never doing crack or dope or coke, right? Because we've seen it. So that is a deal breaker. But you already know the signs to that shit. What it look like, how they act, what they do. So you stay away from that. So you dealt with a deal breaker because you don't want that shit, right? But to live off of their choices in life, like their relationship, you're calling out. I'm learning too much from this person. So then you're like bro said, you're gonna miss out because you're in tune of somebody else's shit. That's your deal breaker. That's
Correct.
your deal breaker,
Correct.
right? That
Correct.
doesn't make you see what I'm saying. So you can, but you can't off of growing up in the beginning. You already set the tone in the beginning of what you don't want in your relationship. It's always then to the last person, just to me. And I land with that.
Uh, sure. You landed.
I mean,
Okay.
for the gist of it, I think that I just think that that's a reality. If I ask even one of the other fellas on here, my cousins, why they wouldn't date a stripper, if they would date a stripper, or why wouldn't they date a stripper? I bet it's connected to the idea of something is a fear, a false expectation appearing real. It won't be because they actually see that they be at the club with the stripper every night and know all she do is dance to make money. They don't know that. They just assuming she probably doing a little bit extra to make money, even though some strippers make money just from dancing. So it's like it won't be your personal experience from being with her and me going to the club and fucking her and then coming and telling you, oh yeah, I fucked your shorty at the club. She's doing extra. It'll be because of somebody else you know who shorty was getting fucked at the club, making extra money. It won't be from your own personal experience.
But that'd be also it's still the shit still stands that he be losing out. Now again, you can't say like every stripper, even though
I just said that.
You know, right? I feel you. I'm just saying, even though the percentage of that is very high, maybe 90-10. I could be wrong. I don't really know any strippers, but just again, this is from. So this is how your point is right, because everything I heard and seen is that strippers do extra shit. So that's probably why me personally, I wouldn't date a stripper, because I heard, you know what I'm saying? But again,
that would be a deal breaker.
Right. But listen, but you never know, because there are some strippers that go to work, do their job, and then come home and bring the money home to their nigga. There are those as well. So you can't put all of them in a bag, unfortunately. But if you're talking statistics and numbers and shit, the numbers are higher. And I understand exactly what you're coming from. But still, you would
numbers
still
are the stereotype.
The stereotype.
Yes.
There's no actual numbers. Because it's like nobody knows, because they're gonna lie. Those numbers would be inaccurate, because a bitch who suck a dick in the back is not gonna tell the fucking statistic people, yeah, I suck dick in the back. She's not trying to go to jail. It's a crime.
I got a perfect example. Look, Players Club. You see how he met her in the strip club, and then he started becoming jealous. Right? Y'all hear me?
Yes.
Yeah. We waiting for you to make your point. No offense.
No, that's the point. You see how he was acting? He already had a deal breaker, but he kept going with it. That's the beginning, and now she's getting all this money. So you know what I mean, it various is off of now. That's my girl. She in the strip club, but she started off just going to work, doing a 9 to 5. 6 to 12, 5 to 1. You feel me? She started off that way. She was just going to making money.
But if I'm not mistaken, she got drugged and all the extra shit. So she was on the up and up. She just wanted some extra money. But she got drugged and G'd. Diamond, if you're talking about Diamond, you know what I'm saying? So, you know what I mean? Right. It still stands. There are some females that go to work, do their job, and bring their bag home to the family or to their nigga. And there's other female strippers that go to work and participate in other shit.
I think deal breakers is for the parents. When you try to basically, I just kidding.
All right, so cool. What's some of your thoughts, words, or if you have any deal breakers or deal breakers that people usually have on the word deal breaker?
What do you mean? What is my deal breaker?
Yeah, if you have any, or what is some ones that people usually have, and what is your thoughts or some words that come to mind when you hear that word?
Deal breaker? Just deal breaker pretty much is shit that don't align with what I got going on, or my morals, or my standards, my codes and shit. That's what deal breakers is for me. Like, there's shit that you're doing that doesn't align with my morals, my codes, and the shit that I'm going on with my life or I'm trying to do, then it's a deal breaker. I'm good. That's what comes to mind when it's deal breaker.
Do you think it's in the beginning of a relationship, or it could be in the middle of a relationship? When do you think that those deal breakers are?
It could honestly, See, it should be in the beginning because that sets the tone for everything else. But also, you never know because shit happens during the course of things, and you be like, you know what, I can't do this shit. that's a little too much. You know what I mean? That was a little too much. I don't know if I can fuck with that. You know what I'm saying? Or a nigga might let that one ride and then speak on it like, yo, you can't do that shit ever again, or I can't fuck with you. So it all depends. Honestly,
I agree.
That's like boundaries. It's the same shit with boundaries. Like, you know what I'm saying? I always set boundaries in the beginning. Like, now that I know who I am, comfortable in my skin, yeah, I set boundaries now. Like, so this shit, the type of shit, that shit don't happen. So let me know if you can fuck with that. If you can't fuck with that, all right, peace. And if you can fuck with it, now I'm saying, and vice versa.
Respectfully.
Let's move to the next word. The next word is immaturity. And we'll start with Reese.
Oh, me again?
I mean, we can circle back around. You don't gotta start.
It's not true.
You only lady.
When you're playing, it's ladies always go first. We would like to hear ladies.
Yeah, you're the only lady on here.
That's the unfortunately you holding it down for the ladies tonight.
It's okay.
Can I get that question again one more time? Sorry, sis.
You're gonna get it again after she goes anyway, right?
I'm not talking to you. I'm talking to the host.
Oh, throwing that fire. Okay.
Yeah, I'm back now.
Well, I'm going to go because you interrupted me and I know the question. So
that's how they do it.
The question was, what is immaturity to me?
That's right. I'm sorry.
So I believe that immaturity is something that, like, we all do things when we're young. That's what immaturity to me, like, there's things that is acceptable when you're young and you're like figuring out life and you're learning, you're becoming an adult. But at a point in time when you're old enough and you live life and you experience things, some shit is just not okay to be doing as a grown-ass person, doing shit that teenagers do. So immaturity to me definitely is something that it's stuff that you're allowed to do when you're young. And if you're 40 years old and you act like a 15-year-old, you're immature. If you're doing things that a 15-year-old would do, that's immature. And I feel like a lot of times what you was talking about, like the perfect topic, like a deal breaker could be considered immaturity, but I also think that there is a difference in it, because if you're 40 years old and you smack a bitch in the face, like, you know that that's wrong. So to me, it's just stuff that is acceptable when you're a child.
Depending on the situation.
I mean, okay, granted, I agree with that. I'm a firm, let me put this out there. I'm a firm believer in, if a woman can put her hands up to you, you have the right to defend yourself. I'm a firm believer in that.
Me too. Facts. Okay.
Again, other people might not say like that, but I'm talking in the aspect of you just walking up to her because she cussed at you or some shit and just smacking her in the face. That's immature. No, she shouldn't be cussing at you, but you're also a grown man and know that you shouldn't be putting your hands on somebody. So I feel like if you know right from wrong and you're doing wrong as a grown person, that's immature. And I'm gonna land with that.
I'm gonna ask you a question about that defend yourself part. How would you defend yourself against an ant?
An ant?
Yeah.
Like a bug?
Yeah.
What do you mean defend it? You step on it and keep it moving.
Do you even have to step on it? Do you have to?
I mean, you don't have to, no.
How do you defend yourself against it?
I don't have to defend myself against something that's not going to hurt me.
Thank you.
But a man can hurt you. Really?
Can a woman hurt a man is the question.
There might be a woman out there that's a little brocky that might be able to give you a run for your money.
Why are you dating a woman that can hurt you?
It can be little women too. Those
I'm just saying,
aggressive.
Like,
yeah. What are you talking about? They be mad. Little bitches be trying to snuff you.
Look at Papoose. She's dating, what's her name?
What?
She might be able to put the beatings on him.
I don't know. Thank God I never met a girl.
She's a professional boxer.
Thank God I never met a girl that I ever felt like really they can hurt me. Really, I feel like they can hit me.
Yeah, unfortunately, that's fortunate, because there's a lot of females that are taken to the next level. They'll grab a knife, niggas try to cut you.
Facts.
They have
to stab
tried,
you.
but even
Like, what do you
defending
mean?
myself, look. Let me just say this right now. Even defending myself against those type of attacks with somebody that's weaker than me, my defense doesn't mean I gotta punch them directly in the eye. I don't have to. Wait, no, I'm not. Wait,
I'm knocking their head off.
I'm not saying you're wrong or right. I'm just saying that the way I would defend myself against Nooch coming at me with a knife, or a man coming at me with a knife, or a woman can be different because she's weaker. I don't have to. Yeah, it can be for me. That's my personal experience. I'm not.
So you're just gonna let a woman come at you with a knife and just keep trying to stab you?
I'm not saying I would just let her.
And you're just gonna stand there like this?
I didn't say that.
You have to defend yourself in some form or way.
I'm
Head
saying
is coming off shoulders.
Are you listening? Are you listening to me at all?
Yes.
No, I'm saying. I'm asking Reese. Did she listen? Are you listening?
I'm listening.
So what did I say?
You said that you would defend yourself differently than if it was a man.
So defend myself differently. So that means that I'm still defending myself, but differently. If there was a dude, I might just have to just not try to punch him quick. If it's a girl, I probably could just twist her up like I'm a jiu-jitsu artist or something. It'd be easier.
Okay, what if she's a jiu-jitsu artist too?
She's a girl.
MMA. Fuck your
like
ass
she got double knife flipping and flopping and doing all this other stuff.
She hit you with one good liver shot, nigga.
I would never.
That's all it takes, though.
I would never be dating a girl that could fight that good.
It's not even about just fighting.
First of all, look. Are you telling me? Look.
You gonna try me?
Are you telling me that's a deal breaker?
It's not a deal breaker.
Yes.
But yeah,
Okay. Hold on.
Yeah, that's not for me. That doesn't turn.
All right.
Like, I'm gonna tell you right now. I'm very
not really because if she's not gonna.
Oh no, I want to go somewhere with that. So
because he said if she's gonna if she's not willing to change, as long as she's not gonna stay a fighter, he'll fuck with her.
You don't like aggressive women at all.
So she gotta retire when she dates.
She gotta retire.
Yeah. Here's the thing about that. Here's the thing about that. Look. Here's the thing. Yeah, you're definitely last. Here's the thing about that. If you know that she is an MMA fighter and she comes at you with a knife, you're not gonna win.
She only got one stab left, and then she gotta end that shit.
No. She's an MMA fighter. She's a woman.
Why is an MMA coming at you with a knife? Why is an MMA fighter coming at me with a knife? Why? Where we at? What happened?
You made that scenario coming at you with a knife. You made that. So now
I said that.
Fight. Yeah.
Okay, cool.
You did a moment. This just happened.
I'm just saying, people do crazy things at crazy moments, and some people do things without reacting or without even thinking. So I'm not saying that again. I'm not going to get a knife and go attacking nobody, but there is women that are very aggressive that may do that. And what I'm saying is that a man should be able to defend himself. And I'm not saying that you have to knock her out cold on the sidewalk and curb stomp her. What I'm saying is that you can defend yourself.
I'm gonna knock her out.
So if you gotta do a quick little chokehold to get her to stop attacking you.
Am I saying something different?
No, you misunderstood what I was saying. I never said to beat the fuck out of her. What I said is that,
I never said that.
A woman is aggressive and beating on somebody, the man has the right to defend themselves. So if the only way for you to defend yourself is by getting a little physical, that's on you how you defend yourself. If you gotta sweep her foot down and knock her to the floor and drop kick her, that's on you. But what I'm saying, all I said was that if a woman is an aggressor and attacking you in any form, shape, or way, you have the right to defend yourself.
Correct. What I'm saying is somebody's weaker than you. Your defense should be relevant to their weakness. I believe that. That is me.
And I also think that if a man's attacking a woman, she has the right to defend herself.
Obviously, that's obvious. That's not even complicated. That's obvious.
I got my fucking ass beat, and it took me almost 5 years before I stood up and started defending myself, and had to think why am I allowing this person just to beat the shit out of me?
That's
5 years.
Respectfully. It happens.
And that's all I was saying, is that you have the right to defend yourself as a man too if the woman is the aggressor.
And I never said that men didn't. I didn't say men didn't. What I just said is, for me personally, when I'm defending myself against a woman because I am a lot stronger than her, I'm not defending myself the same way I would be defending myself against a man. And no, I'm not dating no UFC fighter bitches. So don't be asking me, or what if it's Ronda Rousey? What are you gonna do? I don't know. I'm not dating her.
I'm just Italian, so we just throw meatballs, okay?
Italians are aggressive. Hold on, wait. Italians are aggressive.
I'm not.
Italians know how to handle themselves.
Okay, but they don't really, because most women are not like legitimately fighters. They fight like girls. Fighting.
Respectfully.
No, I'm saying a good amount, whatever. A good amount. Maybe not majority, maybe not most, whatever. There are a lot of women who fight like women, like girls. They don't fight.
Right.
They don't fight like men. Men are more strategic with their fight. That's what I'm talking about.
Hold on. Wait a second. All right. I hear what you're saying. Correct. Now, that if they're doing a fade one-on-one, I hear you. But yo, once you throw motherfucking emotions into there, then you got rage, and then you got all this shit that, you know what I'm saying, a female gets upset. Nigga, their gloves is off. Them niggas is grabbing shit. Them niggas is doing whatever the fuck they gotta do to hit your ass and hurt your ass the way they feeling. So
you know what's crazy, bro?
You know what I mean? In a sense,
this was crazy, bro.
I hear what you're saying, Cuzzo, and I respect how you would handle it. But me, just saying, me personally, nigga,
and I respect how you would handle it.
Heads.
And I respect how you would handle it.
And I wanted to ask the men on the men on the panel. We all had situations where it's an overcome moment. What would you do? You feel me? Like bro said, they come with emotions. They don't know how to stop, even though they know they can get knocked the fuck out. They just don't know how to stop, right? So, like, what would you do in that situation? You see what I'm saying?
I'm letting you know what I'm
going to do. No. And I agree with you.
Giving you the black eye, knocking you the fuck out.
No. I'm talking to hold on, love.
I wouldn't want to do that.
I'm talking to the men on the panel.
They answered your question. They already answered it.
Hold on, love. I said the men. See, this is what's wrong. When I say the men on the panel, a woman spoke.
You're not listening. That's the problem.
Right, I hear you. But just please, this question is not for you. I said the men on the panel. We all been in that situation. What would we do? Coming towards us, and the woman with the knife with the emotions and the feelings that they have. They're coming to hurt us. Right? Our first thought will be to protect.
To see another day, to live. The fuck?
Right,
Niggas is coming at you with a knife, nigga. I don't see no sex at all, nigga. You're not a female no more, nigga. You a op now. And I'm gonna show you what I do to my motherfucking ops when they come to me, charging me with a motherfucking knife, trying to harm me. Now I gotta show you. Unfortunately, you put me in this predicament. Now I gotta show you. So, and that's just me, Coot the Ville, just being honest. Nigga, I'm gonna show you.
This is not me
so this shit won't ever happen again. And if it do, you're gonna see a motherfucking round two.
This is not me challenging.
And I'm being and this is why I'm being honest, because I will never put my hand up to a woman respectfully. I will never hit a woman that I was taught never to hit a woman. So I'm always in a mood or no matter how the situation get, I can always talk. I can always calm myself down, and I can always take a walk or take a drive, take a breather. I could do all that. But once this shit gets physical, now I'm gonna have to show you why I'm that nigga.
Mo, can you please answer the question?
Just me personally.
Respectfully, bro. Thank you.
Personally, even though a woman is not the representation of a child, to me, I think it's like I got a joke about it. I say it on stage. I see women as beneath me. I don't see them as an equal. So because I don't see women as equals, I don't see them as an equal threat. So even when they do have a knife or something, in my mind, it may be a stupid thought because I fuck around, get cut. in my mind, I know that it's like my son coming at me with a knife. I don't need to beat the shit out of my son to get the knife out of their hand. I could probably do some move to them to make it where they don't even know.
You know, like, some moves. You know how to. Nigga,
I went to Swam for 2 weeks. I went to Swam for 2 weeks.
Nigga, we didn't go to Swam that long to teach us that. You know what I'm saying, nigga? We know how to block, we know how to kick, and nigga.
I went to Swam for the 2 weeks.
Exactly.
The free 2 weeks.
Exactly. We didn't learn.
I learned a lot.
Yeah, facts. All right.
I did street life all my life. I was involved with street life.
I was a savant.
I was in street fight.
Nah, grabbing her hand, bending her hand back, the knife coming out. Nigga, that's some movie shit, nigga. You know what I'm saying? The bitch gonna cut this.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
Fuck out of here.
Thank you very much.
I'm not going.
Thank you very much.
Down like that. I'm just keeping it above.
Thank you very much.
I'm scared for my life at that. Nigga, my life is very valuable. And I'm scared right now.
You see,
I'm going
they coming with a knife with emotion. Yeah, they come in with a knife with emotions, and all you want to do is just protect yourself, which is honestly the truth. I'm protecting myself.
One wrong stab, nigga, it's over.
It's a wrap, man.
You know what's getting me though? Can I say one thing real quick? No offense to anybody. I'm not challenging anybody else's way they handle it. I promise I'm not.
I'm not challenging either, respectfully. I'm just letting you
know.
I'm being honest about how I view things and how I conduct myself. I literally have a joke about it on stage because I got into an argument with this guy about this other guy who beat up his girl. He wanted to do an open mic here, and they was like, he can't do the open mic because he beat up his girl. And I'm like, what? He can't do open mic? Why? They was like, he beat up his girl. I'm like, well, what happened? Da-da-da. And they was like, oh, he said she hit him or something, da-da-da, or whatever, da-da-da. And so they was all people looking at me like I'm a weirdo because I defended a woman beater, even though I really wasn't defending him. It was just something that it was just like everything happened out of nowhere. So I went on stage and told a joke about it, how I don't beat women. I don't have enough respect for them to beat them or look at them as an adversary. Even when she has a weapon, I don't see her. I don't. This is my thing. And like I said, it might be stupid. I don't see her as a threat because she's weaker than me. She doesn't have the level of intellect or when it comes. Now, I'm not talking about just smartness or whatever, but when it comes to fighting. This is not my first fight. I've been in all right. This example, I'm not Reese. How many fights have you been in your life?
Hold on. Can I interject real quick?
Can you wait till she answers this question? No offense to you. How many fights have you been in your life, Reese?
I've been in quite a bit of fights in my life.
How many fights have you been in your life?
I would say probably over 15.
Okay. I had that in elementary school. You get what I'm trying to say? She's lived her whole life and only had 15 fights. How the fuck is she going to know what to do with me?
Hey, listen, I took jujitsu, okay?
Wait. 15 fights? How old was you when you
had 15 fights,
Gemini? Answer that. I answer your question. How old was you when you had 15 fights? How old was you?
I was probably most of my fights were in elementary school or in middle school going into high school.
I'm not. No, you answered. No offense to you. You answered, Reese. Well, how old was you when you had 15 fights, Gemini? You said mad young?
Wild young. That's 8, 9, 10.
How old was you when you had 15 fights?
Can I be honest? All right, let me be honest with you. All right, let's see, you asking the wrong question. The question is, how many fights have you had when a nigga had a knife coming at you?
Okay.
How many?
Yeah, okay.
That's different.
I love that.
If Shorty was throwing hands, fade, I would take your route. Y'all can probably do a move, throw in the fiends. So, chill out, relax. You can do that. But if she has a knife, that is a whole dangerous.
I'm not saying you're wrong.
Level.
I'm not saying you're wrong. I even said it may be my ignorance. Subject. I said that it may be my ignorance. However, but you get what I'm saying. This person's not. They don't know what. That's because they got. It's like, all right. She pick up nunchucks. Wait, if Shorty pick up nunchucks, those are a deadly weapon, right?
Yes.
And are you going to feel
the same way
as a knife? You're going to feel the same way as it was a knife?
Yes.
Now look. Here's the difference. Here's the difference.
Facts.
Hold on, bro. Here's the difference. Nunchucks are an accessory. like you gotta separate that. Hold on, bro. If you come into a relationship and she has nunchucks, then you know already you have no wins if she comes to you with a knife.
If Shorty has
Because
nunchucks,
she
she is a
yeah,
professional.
like there's
Fuck you
yes.
mean, nigga?
So right, so if she comes,
Niggas have
if you're in a
nunchucks
relationship,
laying around.
yeah, right. So look what I'm saying. Look what I'm saying. That's different from a knife. That knife is an everyday use, right? So if she has nunchucks, then you're in danger, brother, because if she grabs a knife, she can switch hands on you. So if I come to you already, I'm charging you, and your instinct is you're a woman. I've been in 30,000 fights with niggas. Her mindset is, nigga, you just fucked up. I have another hand. So you block it, you do the block, and she'll drop the shit into the other hand and get your jugular. Like it's over, my nigga. So that was a poor example.
If she got nunchucks, she's
Poor
a
example.
professional in something.
I
No
land my
female is
plane,
coming to the
bro.
table with
Yes,
no
I land
motherfucking
my plane,
nunchucks,
bro.
especially that type of weapon. Like, what do you mean? Like, yeah, she knows some shit.
She
She
just
got
got
some shit
nunchucks
under.
laying around.
Yeah, what you
They are
talking about?
ex-boyfriends. They're ex-boyfriends.
Most women that are aggressive just grab whatever's next
Yeah,
to them.
yeah.
Yeah.
You watch the movie enough. We all watch the movie enough.
It's a movie. Fuck you talking
Shout,
like
Shout
shout out to Jennifer
how
Lopez.
are you handling this? Because you're the only
Shout
one
out
that
to
has the
Jennifer
answer.
Lopez.
it's a fucking movie.
Are you beating them with your wand?
She had
Let me say
enough.
that. Let me say one thing real quick
Yeah.
about that. Yo, wait.
The same thing she did. The same thing she did in Color Purple when she went like that.
Yes,
Bitch come at me with a knife, I'll be like,
Everything you do gonna go right by you.
she's
out of
gonna
here.
stop in her tracks. She's
She's
gonna
out
stop
of
in her
here.
tracks. You
Look
know
She's
at
how
gonna
that. It's a
teleport.
movie.
She's gonna teleport immediately to another life.
You're going to grab the gems, right? And hold them up.
Nigga
Come
like,
at me
yo,
with
she
a
might.
goddamn knife.
This nigga talking about you seen Enough. What she gonna call the Ninja Turtles? The shit from Enough don't work. It's a movie, nigga. It's not real. What you talking about?
It's just metaphor. It's all metaphor.
Nah, no, I'm just
But
telling you.
you said nunchucks, nigga. Like that's a rap, nigga.
That's
Everybody
You're
that
that's
has
over.
so
nunchucks don't know how to use nunchucks.
I don't know how to use nunchucks.
I
They
do.
could be a
Let's go
they
to
could be a
the
fan.
Reese is the only one that landed on immaturity. Who's next?
What's the question?
Excuse
I
me.
never got.
The
Yeah, I
word, the
never got
next
the
word we
question.
doing. The next word we breaking the word down like we did deal breaker. The next word is immaturity.
You want to go first, Jim?
I have. You telling me use my definition of immaturity?
No. You how the same questions I asked you for the word deal breaker, we're doing that
Right.
for immaturity. What are some thoughts? What are some
Immaturity.
words? And yeah,
Immature,
or what is immaturity to you?
immaturity
Yes, sir.
is just not growing. When you're actually getting, it's not being told. It's just suggestion, and you're not taking heed, right? So you're still stuck on something that you have to fix. And if I'm growing, I won't use that as immaturity. I'll just use that as stupidity, which leads to immaturity because I'm growing and you're still stuck on what if, how come? It could be a possibility. I don't think so. So immaturity means not growing,
Not growing.
right? I not growing.
Mm-hmm.
I, I land.
Siggy, yo, welcome. What's good, my guy?
You want to go first,
Uh,
Deville? You want to go on immaturity?
Yeah, fellas, jump out.
He said the same thing as deal breaker. Immaturity. I would say
What are some
closed
words?
minded. I would
Okay, go ahead.
say closed minded. I would say hold on, I got more. Hold on. Just give me a second. Closed minded comes first. I would also say one sided. I would say I have a couple. Unable to compromise, which is also one sided. Falls into that as well. Immaturity. Again, I got what Cuzzo said too. Non-growth. Ignorance. Yeah, I'll leave it there.
About Dirk. Sig, you can hear her? Go ahead, Dirk.
So I would say immaturity. One of my first ideas of it. Let's say like you was a grown up, right? And you're trying to go watch Odyssey, the new movie Odyssey. That to me is probably one of the most examples of immaturity. If somebody wanted to go see that movie, Odyssey,
Where's
you know what I
Odyssey?
mean? It's the new movie with I don't even know who's. I think Matt Damon's in it. I don't know who's in it or whatever.
What is it about?
Trojan,
I don't know. I never heard.
The Trojan Horse.
The Trojan.
It's about
Trojan.
Roman. It's about Roman people or whatever. I don't know. Romans.
Okay.
I don't know.
Oh,
The Trojan Horse. Yeah, the Trojan Horse when they hid themselves inside the statue.
That was in Troy. That's not in. I don't think that's in Odyssey. But either way, the
It
whole
is.
point is it might be. I don't know, and I don't. That's what I'm saying. That's very immature to want to go see that movie. You know what I mean? No, I'm joking. I'm joking. I'm shooting that Sig.
I figured that.
Nah, to me, I think immaturity is something that people like to blanket it, but I feel like it's like you could be mature in one area and you could be immature in a different area. I think that is easy to blanket those things like, oh yeah, they're just not mature. But you could be all right. So if you're paying your rent, is that not a level of maturity?
Yes.
A level of maturity or immaturity? Oh, you said paying your rent.
Yeah.
Maturity. Yeah, that's maturity. Yeah.
But if you going to buy every fucking Spider-Man Fungo park that come out, that's immaturity probably.
No.
Why would that be immature?
Why would I be immature?
No.
All right. I'm just, you know what? I'm trying to give an example. And if that wasn't the best one, I apologize.
No, that is a
but
good example. We asking why would it be immature?
But somebody may view that because they feel like those type of toys are for kids. That being a part of
But see, watch this.
But
you're renegade paid, bro. Yes, you're renegade paid
and
because
that's
you
what
have
you like
to know
do
that.
as a hobby. How can I?
Yes, hobby.
I can hear you. I can understand what you're saying. I understand what you're saying. Somebody might view that as immaturity, but
it's still going to be it's still going to be that because that's paid.
Nah, that person just doesn't understand.
All right, let me digress. Let me rewind it. Even not using the Spider-Man purchase as an example, everybody who's rent paid is not going to be identified by somebody as mature.
Correct.
Why
there's
not?
Going to be
no, because you paid something. You see what I'm saying? So you have that announcement already. You know that if I don't, I'm going to be out in the streets. So that's maturity.
So wait, let me give you a fine example. You paid your rent, right? But you didn't pay your electricity because you spend the money on the new Spider-Man shit. Would you say that person's still mature?
No.
Okay. Then that's different.
But I'm just using that example. I'm using that as an example of that
How
you
much
can
is his
have.
bill?
You can
Does he
say
have public assistance? He has heat.
you don't have me. He already he
You
burned.
know what I'm
He
saying?
burned.
Because
He burned.
look. There's people that sacrifices. Because if that item is worth money, right? Let's look at that scenario. If that item is worth money and you sold it, then guess what? You paid the rent to stay. I'll get the lights and the water off real quick. If I got that sale, I'm Gucci.
You
Now I
planning to
could
go
pay.
solar?
What did
Do
you
you
say?
feel? I can't hear him, but do you feel like planning to sell a Spider-Man memorabilia thing is a mature decision? You feel like that's a mature
If it's
decision?
I'm saying if you're doing that about money, then
Not as
Because
I
men.
would agree. But if you do look, if you're doing that to be look, if you're doing that to be stupid, that's immature.
no, not to be
But
stupid. I'm saying
he's thinking,
let's say you really think, not to cut you off, but let's say you really thinking in your mind, I'm gonna let my electricity cut off and my internet cut off
no,
because
I feel you, bro.
I'm about to buy this Spider-Man comic book that I know is valued at $5,000. So I'm really gonna know that I'm going to go sell it for $5,000. I'm good. I don't have to worry. I'll just wait a couple of days to the Spider-Man comic book sale.
Hey, you know what? You know what? You know what, bro? Look. You know what, bro? Long as my roof is paid, I can handle everything else. I'm just going to get that. So in our eyes, that looks stupid, but in that person's view, it just doesn't, because
Correct.
the roof is paid for, right? The roof is paid for. I got candles. I can bypass. I could do a grill. I could buy shit, right?
Would you?
I could
All
do
right,
that.
not to you. My
Facts.
bad. Not
I,
to you though, but to
I don't
somebody.
think that that's mature.
Would you think somebody might not see that as mature? Somebody, not
Yeah.
you. Somebody might see that.
Somebody might not see that as mature, but again, to that person, because
They
he
might
knows
think it's mature. Yeah.
and he's in that lifestyle, like you don't understand that comic is worth about 10,000 or 5,000. Like you could flip that, and then you know what I'm
yes,
saying? Like
that's all I'm saying.
that would be immature to a person who don't understand.
So
I
Long
get
as he
that,
paid that rent. Long as he paid
but
that rent. Long as he paid the rent. He's good. Can't get out in the street. I'll take the lights in the water. Nigga, I go buy water just for a moment. I'll take that just for a moment. But if
how
I
you gonna
get to
wash
flip
your
this
ass?
shit, listen, men know how to do this thing.
it's a men thing.
I
That's
promise you that.
correct.
So you're gonna go get a jug
Men
of
know how to do this thing.
water to wash your ass?
Don't do that.
What I'm
Don't do that.
saying, what
Don't
I'm
say
saying
it's a
is
man's
that,
thing. That's a personal thing.
man, bruh, you've
If
been
you
with
don't
that.
pay your water
Come
You
bill
on.
mean
to
to
wash
tell
your
me
ass, that is not
Nah,
mature.
I gotta
that's
say this.
crazy as fuck, man? Y'all mindset is crazy. I
No,
paid the
your
rent,
mindset is
right?
crazy.
Respectfully, I paid the rent. I'm good. I don't have to go outside. Got a couple of dollars for. I got soap and everything else is there, right? I got all that. I'll sacrifice the electricity and water because I got water. I don't need electricity. I could use somebody else's shit real quick. I know people, right?
So
Use your
that's
mind,
mature.
bro. Hold on. Listen, you're not listening. I
I listened.
paid
You
my
said that you
rent.
might find a way to
Oh,
wash your ass.
no, I listen what I'm saying. Listen what I'm saying. If that happens, I paid my rent. Once again, I paid my rent. So I'm mature. I paid the rent. I'm
No.
not out. Now I got resources. So I'm gonna use my resources for everything else. I sacrificed that, knowing that I got that and I can flip it. What I paid for this, I'm gonna get 3 times more, right? It
Nobody wants
happened.
to buy that from somebody who's smelling like shit.
That's
Respectfully.
got you. You're making jokes, but
No, I'm
you're not in
being
the nature of
100%
things.
serious.
No, you're not, because you're not
Yes.
listening. As a man that you're not, we know how to sacrifice things.
Fuck.
You
How
see
much?
what I'm saying?
Let me keep it real with you. What he's saying is 100% true because on some real shit, A lot of niggas just let me put it in a different perspective. A lot of guys will live real low budget if it wasn't for the woman that they have. It's the woman that they have that pushes them to buy the house, to get all the extra rooms, to get all this extra shit. If it was just up to a guy and he was living by himself, a nigga could chill by himself with a 1-bedroom or even a motherfucking studio and be living life chilling.
A studio with no water?
Nah, it's not about the water part. You missing
by
take the water part out of it.
Yeah, you see what I'm saying?
Living low. Then you have to.
It just goes to show
a lot of the
that
times it be the partner, which is the female, that we do it for. So
listen,
in that sense, that's what he's trying to say.
Handsome, please don't cut the water off. I don't mind living below means in certain areas. Like, I don't got to eat steak every night. We can sacrifice and eat something else.
Not even that, sis. Not even.
You're not listening.
About food. Not even.
I'm just saying, like, I don't see the whole. I can't see the sacrifice in water
because you're female, and it's just how you
Thank you.
No, I just think you're dirty. That's what in my mind. I just think you're dirty.
Nah, it's not.
You're not listening.
It's not about the water situation.
I'm not going to the creek to wash my ass.
Now, if you want to say in that situation, all right, you got it. But we're not talking about water anymore.
So let me ask you a question, because he's saying as long as your rent's paid, you're mature, right? So if my rent is paid and I go outside and I start egging cars,
I'm not saying that. I didn't say that. I didn't say that.
He's not saying that at all.
I said as for men,
he's saying
if we have a chance to flip something.
He's saying that listen, I have a place to stay, right?
Okay.
I also hustle on the side, right?
Okay.
Now, someone who doesn't understand that hustle would see that what I'm trying to do is immature.
Yeah.
But a person that I'm trying to do, like, I know that I can grab this little comic book and flip that shit for 10 bands. I can grab this little comic book for 500. I could clip and then flip that shit for 1,500. So a nigga gonna go for that if you understand the concept. But
no, I understand what you're saying. I'm just saying I don't think you should sacrifice.
But that's sacrifice.
But how can you understand him? And I said that.
That might
makes you want to argue with me.
Hold on. That might be the sacrifice.
I don't want to argue with you.
I'm just saying. Yeah, you know what? I'm not even going to eat steak tonight, or I'm not even going to eat nothing tonight. I might go hungry for the night. I might go buy some ramen noodles and buy this motherfucking save up and get this motherfucking comic book for 500, because I know that I'm gonna flip this shit and make 15 bands real fast.
I'm cool with eating ramen noodles to do that.
So a nigga might just
that's crazy.
He just used it.
Damn, son.
He used the water as a subject at hand, but that's what he meant, and he's totally right.
Thank you, my brother.
No, he told me he got a gallon of water that he could go wash his ass with. Is what he said.
I said men know.
Hold on.
Oh my gosh,
to keep
bro.
it real, all right. So let's say that. Just
she wants to argue with me.
Just keep it a buck. Even that's true. Like, yo, I can go. Let me go to my partner crib. I can go to my partner crib, right? I wouldn't tell you, a female, because a female will probably say that's immature, or you might see that that's like. But I would go to my partner crib, like, let me take a shower real quick, but I'm about to go get this $500 comic book because I'm about to make 15 bands real quick.
Okay, so let me ask you a question. Okay, you can flip this comic book, right?
Ask me.
It's a general question. I'm not trying to argue with you.
No.
Let me ask the question.
He's implying she's identifying what I'm saying, what my brother's saying. She's agreeing with him, but I'm saying it. So I want her to ask me, because you have a problem with me telling you that we know how to sacrifice and use our resources.
Okay.
So we will sacrifice that. That's what my brother is saying to you that I'm saying to you. Because you're asking the question.
Let me rephrase this.
Our brother
has nothing to do with arguing with you or not. I'm just saying that there's certain things that you should not sacrifice. And to me, water is one of them, is what I'm saying. Now, I do agree with men. They're more of the mindset of oh, I can do this to flip this. I'm agreeing with that. But there's certain things that I just don't think that you should sacrifice, and water is one of them. Now, if you get a comic book that you know you're going to flip, you're going to tell me that people buy things all the time what happens if you don't sell that comic book for 3 months? Now you're chilling with no water for 3 months?
I think your fear is that, no. Your fear is that if we're together and my water's off, you're scared to go to your girlfriend and take a shower.
I'm embarrassed to go to my girlfriend's house and say, yo, my water's off because he bought a comic book that he couldn't sell for 3 fucking months.
Well, hold up for a second. That's the same thing.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much.
The same mindset he's using.
Thank you very much.
Mindset as an entrepreneur. So if you can't really deal with that, that's an entrepreneur type of nigga. You got.
I know people that are entrepreneurs that have running water in their house.
Respect.
There's things that you can sacrifice and still be able to buy your comic book.
I'm cool.
Yeah. All right.
You got it.
You at 40 years old, go to your boy's crib and say, I didn't pay my water. I'm going to need to shower here for the next 3 months.
He wouldn't care.
You should care.
All right. Being that you're and no disrespect, sis, I love you. You're a female.
I love you.
You again, it's just how our brains are wired.
No, I don't think that all men's brains are wired that I'm just gonna let my water go off. Like,
I feel you, but
so you're telling me there's no other thing that you could sacrifice on besides your water?
What are you not hearing? What are you trying to do?
Know that again, like he said, a guy can also resources. If I got my homie and I know he's my brother, I can run to. We good. If he's good, I'm good. He's gonna make sure I'm good. If we brothers and we are in it to win it together, and he understands that the mission that I'm on, we good.
No, that's not mature.
I would. Right, you wouldn't feel like that's mature, right? But I wouldn't let a bitch that I'm trying to holler at know this. Dude, too though.
She'll know when she don't got no water in your crib.
Respectfully.
So your rent's paid, you don't pay your car. That's what you're saying too, because you bought a comic book?
Yo, y'all so materialistic, it's not funny. You feel me?
This is why
y'all know how to sacrifice nothing.
This is why a lot of niggas gotta buy the house when they get a wife.
I'm not saying buy a house because, again, I've lived in a 2-bedroom apartment with 5 people.
When
there's sacrifices that I'm willing to make.
What age?
I was grown.
Okay.
There are certain sacrifices that I'm willing to make, but I'm not going to pay my rent and then not pay my car note because I'm going to buy this magic.
Correct.
Like, to me, so your car payment should be just like your water.
It is certain things. Now, again, if you're stuck up, you're stuck on water.
Yes, because that's a resource that you're telling me I can go to my homegirl's house and just be chilling.
Facts.
Your homegirl would not do. Hold up, your homegirl would not do that for you if your water got shut off. Say you live alone. Hold on.
I'm 100% saying that I could go to my friend's house. I could go to my friend's house and shower. Yes.
Okay, so that's what we're saying. We're just saying. But you just said that you wouldn't do that if you were a man.
I would not do that because that's embarrassing when you're a grown ass person.
But if you live alone, and your water got shut off, your homegirl's not gonna come through for you.
No, she'll come through for me, yes. But if I made the decision to purposely not pay my water bill to go buy something, that's embarrassing and that's not mature. I don't care what way you look about that.
And that's why this show works, because we love the feminine perspective and the masculine perspective. Thoughts that I have on the word immaturity is manipulate. Well, these are some of the words or the thoughts that come to my mind when I, hear this word. Is manipulation of sex.
If I could get that comic book with 15 bands, I'm doing that shit.
I'm telling you the truth, bro. And if you love me, then hold on.
Hold on one second. Hold on.
Respectfully, sis. I'm just saying.
No, respectfully, I understand what you're saying, but I also understand that there's things that you sacrifice on that is okay to sacrifice on.
That's true too. That's true too.
Because again, if you don't have a buyer for that comic book immediately, you don't know when you're going to get that money. And I'm sure that there's men that disagree with you guys completely.
What? There might be.
It might be. That's the funny part about it.
And I can tell you right now that Dirty's one of the ones that's not going to agree with you because he washes his ass and he loves his shower.
No, I never said we're not going to wash our ass. I just said we're going to use water. We're going to use our resources. I never said we're never going to wash our ass. I just said I sacrifice this for this because men know that shit's going to happen, or else we won't put ourselves in that situation. We'll just go pay our shit and then wait for the next trial run. But if that can happen, I'm going to sacrifice the water and electricity, pay my rent, because I know this is going to go through. That's what I'm saying. I got resources. Like I said to you, if you live alone,
same thing as a re-up. You either re-up or
right.
All right. No, I'm done.
That's it.
I'm done. Okay.
I'm sorry.
Every which way you look at it, it's not mature.
All right, cool.
Respectfully.
All right, let's go to a quick commercial before we do that. Let me know in the comment section what is immaturity to you? What are some deal breakers, or what is a deal breaker? Let me know. And to me, final thought on immaturity. To me, the way you find out who's the immature one in the relationship is the one who's not a baker. Because that's the one who can't handle all the needs of the relationship, and they always rise to the wrong occasion. So I'll leave you with that.
Land Your Plane is a show where truth takes off and accountability lands. Guests face honest questions about love, loyalty, relationships, ego, family, and the conversations most people avoid. Want to be a guest or bring family on? If you have a story, unresolved conversation, relationship question, or truth you're ready to face, we want you on the show. Apply here. And somebody will get back to you or comment. Ready to land. Clear the runway. Your seat is waiting.
Welcome back. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and I appreciate.
Can I just hear? I just need to hear Dirty and Sigel's opinion on this.
Sig might be busy, man. What you doing, Sig? You here with us? On what? Here at what? On
just the whole aspect of what bills you pay and what bills you don't pay, if it's mature or not. I just need to hear another perspective.
Respectfully. Dirt?
I think my perspective has already been basically given when I first made the initial. I was the reason that the whole debate kind of started, because I had said that a person who pays their rent but doesn't possibly pay another bill or whatever can still be looked at as immature by somebody. So I think for me personally, I've been through struggles. I've been through different things. I'm at an age in my life now where I love Siggy. I love you. I love DeVille. I don't want to go bathe at your house if I don't have to. And I won't be doing it over a play that I think might have went through or might not went through. I'm not willing to. I don't believe in things working perfectly. To me, the first thing I do, like, you know what I mean, now as a person who's not fully, I have immature points in myself too, but with 5 years of clean time, when I get paid and I have enough money, the first thing I'm trying to do is pay the bills. That's the first thing I want to do. All the rest of the money is not play money, but let's pay these fucking bills first. I want shit to be a certain way. I don't want my phone cutting off. I done been through all of those different things. So no. Now my first thing is pay bills. Can I save more? Yes. Somebody can look at me and say, "Oh, you don't save enough money. You're not mature." All my bills can be paid, and somebody can look at me and say, "Oh, you don't have life insurance for when you die. You're going to be a GoFundMe. You're not mature." There's always going to be different things in somebody's life where they can look at it and point at you and say you're not mature because of it, especially based on your age, the age you are now. So the other day, and this is not even a joke, so I don't even want to say too much graphicness with it, but we was talking about a medical procedure. That's why I'm gonna try to leave it at that because I don't want to get to the joke. But somebody was saying to me that by not getting that medical procedure, I'm not mature. So I think that there's constantly things in your life where somebody can say, if you're not doing this, you're not mature. But you could be doing a whole bunch of other shit that in all theory would mean you're mature. So it's not either one is not definite. I just feel like people blanket it because that one thing you're not doing, they're gonna throw all over the other shit that you're doing that is mature to say you're not mature. Opposed to, you know what I mean? Oh, well, this one is mature or not. So I think that is like a thing of it's just a way to attack each other. You know, are there some immature people? Yeah, but everybody's criteria of what's successful and not successful is different. Some niggas don't need a light bill. Some niggas could live in the woods in a tent and be happy. Is that for me? No. I'm a comedian. I'm a person who runs a podcast. I need internet. I don't know if they have internet in the woods. I'm not trying to find out. I do like showers a lot. That's my writing place. I write in the shower. I write my jokes. I write ideas. I come up with stuff when I'm in the showers. I write a song. Those are my thinking places.
Writing in the shower? Hold up. Yo, son, you the guru. How you write in the shower? Just put us down how you do that. I just want to know how you do that.
But no one said you're not gonna take a shower though. This is the thing.
Hey, Dirk, thank you. I was about to ask
keep
Dirk.
Going though. I don't want to interrupt, but no one said that. The point homie was making was using your resources.
What I said was I don't want to come take a shower at your house. I love you. It's no.
You said that.
Yeah, I said that. I didn't say that I wouldn't take a shower. I said I don't want to have that. I don't want to have to use that option unless my shit is broke. If my shit is broke and I paid it, and my shit is broke for whatever reason, and I'm waiting for the plumber to come fix it, and I gotta go over to TJ's house and use the shower, yes, I'll go use it.
It's not about the water. It's not about the water. Dirk, did you make sacrifices growing up? Even being mature? Being mature as a man, did you make sacrifices?
I think y'all missing a point, honestly.
I want to ask Dirk.
But continue. I don't want
to make sacrifices.
Keep going though. Keep talking. Now I don't want to cut you off.
Let me just say this to you right here, not to cut you off either. Cool. Let me just say this to you, Gemini. Honestly, the way my brain works, there's a lot of shit I did in life that doesn't have no relevance to who I am today. So it doesn't mean nothing. What I've done before, the sacrifices I made it before, I sacrificed them. I made it through. It means nothing now. What would I do today? What would I do today? That's what's important. Not what I did yesterday, not what I did last year, not what I did last month. What would I do today? And today, if I have money, I'm going to pay the bills or work with my partner to make sure the bills are all paid. We might go 50-50, 25-50, whatever they do with some shit. We're going to make sure the bills is paid. So those things are done. So no, anything else, I'll work on that. Like I said, there's other things where I don't want to know. I don't want to do that. I'm not there anymore. I'm fucking 42 years old. I don't want to be thinking about any type of like. I would love to invest in promoting this show. It costs money on TikTok. It costs money on Facebook. You can make millions of dollars from a podcast. We talk about it. Because of my fault. But we talked about a Spider-Man comic book. We are literally on a podcast where we can all make millions from this podcast. If we work hard enough and do what we got to do. One of those things possibly is promotion. Believe me, I invest. I make sacrifices. Every month, I do what I do to make sure we can keep doing this. This is not a free situation. And I want to invest more into it. I'm not against investing, but I'm not going to invest until I feel like the things that I feel are vital are paid for. That's just me. I'm not saying you're wrong for being you, and I'm not trying. Only thing I was saying when giving my definition of maturity was that it's very subjective and that people blanket the statement that somebody's going to use the thing that they don't agree with that you may find important or they might not to say you're not mature when you could be doing other things to say you are mature is what I was saying. But y'all niggas dragged it on for fucking an hour and a half.
At 42 years old, I feel you. At 42 and all this, nigga, the bills always come first. But if you was talking about homie's situation, I'm just keeping it. I gotta keep it real. Now putting the homie's shoe on again. Take your shoe off, put homie's shoe on, and understand where he coming from. Right? You know what I'm saying? If we understand, if I'm just keeping a whole stack. If homie just said, "Yo, I can understand." Like, all right, he's an entrepreneur. He was some entrepreneurship. And
what entrepreneur is he? What is he entrepreneuring?
What he just said, like,
not to cut you off, what is he entrepreneuring?
The simple fact that he made flip comic books. That may be his entrepreneurship.
Not to cut you off again, my bad. But do you do that, Gemini?
That was the scenario, though. That was the scenario he brought to the table.
Now, it was never me. It was never me flipping comic books.
What he said, though. So that's like you, nigga. If you went all in with your motherfucking jokes and you bought whatever the fuck you need to buy, and like you came up short on some shit, and you need me, nigga, I'm here for you. Come through. And I ain't got no problem using my motherfucking shower or whatever the case may be if you need to. That's what I'm saying. Now somebody, hold on for a second.
I know that.
Now somebody might see that as immaturity, but I'm just saying some people might not. Some people might say like, yo, this nigga might he's chasing his dream right now.
Respectfully. And I agree with both points.
That's the only shit
literally all we did, not to cut you off, but literally all we did was take an hour to say that I agree with both points. I do agree.
It's not even that.
Somebody may see it. Somebody may see it as immature. Somebody may see it as a person chasing a dream. Yeah.
Absolutely.
That's it.
Facts. And it's usually a female. No disrespect. Because a lot of the times niggas do go outside the box and go above and beyond for their partner. And it's usually the girl. Again, a nigga can live so low maintenance that a female may like, yo, why the fuck you in here on an airbed, nigga? Like, they may see that as maturity. Like, yo, you 40 years, the fuck you in the airbed? Like, yo, why you in the
bouncy house?
Why you in it? What are you doing?
80.
And a lot of times, niggas do.
What my house look like in
a lot of
Vegas.
times, niggas go above and do all this extra shit for their partner.
I had.
Not saying that it's usually always a female, because some niggas like, yo, nah, I need this shit myself. Correct. I do need some shit for myself. But a lot of the times, 90-10 is like, yo, yeah, I like girls coming over. I like girls when they walk. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah. But all right, I'm gonna digress because I want to go to the next subject. I don't want to.
I had.
Move along. Welcome, V in the building.
Greetings, brothers and sisters. How are you?
Mother Earth is here.
Good evening.
What's up?
Greetings, beloveds. How are you? Forgive me for having my camera off. It's been a long day.
Nah, you good, cuz.
Put a hat on.
You already.
You don't got a poo shiesty?
A poo shiesty?
A food shiesty? That means
Amen.
no. That means no. Imagine her with a food
You don't
shiesty.
got a shiesty? All right, next segment, we're gonna do a little different.
Should I
First,
ask?
nah, you good, you good.
Okay.
Um,
What I had on
we're
in the
gonna take
beginning.
we're gonna take a little vote. I posed the
Focus on
question
what
in
they
the
playing.
beginning: is cheating still a deal breaker, or is it immaturity? I think y'all got our point. Y'all heard our voices on that. Y'all heard our thoughts. Take it as what you will. However, I want to see if we have a system for y'all based on what we was talking about. Now, if they do cheat, do they stay together? How much do y'all vote do they stay together, and how much do y'all vote they separate? Vote now.
You gotta be a little bit more. Well, you guys, I need some more content on that. I'm sorry.
Is cheating all right? Is cheating still a deal breaker or immaturity? We move past that conversation. Now we talk about a relationship where he or she has cheated. Now I want to see, do we have a system for them? Do they stay together or do they separate? Which one do you think?
I think I did real quick, stay together because that's what it. If you know
Wait,
the
hold
nature
on.
of
I
how it
just
works,
need stay together or separate.
stay together.
All right, I got one stay together. Go ahead. Who's with him?
I think that it's easy to just give up on something based
No, you
on.
can't go in.
Stay
You just
together
Oh, my
have
or
to.
bad.
separate?
Yeah, that's it. Yes, yes, yes. Stay together.
Stay
I'm
together.
stay
All right, that's two to
together.
stay. Three to stay together. Cool. V, what y'all think?
I don't
Well,
know.
I
Again, it's Sorry, go ahead, V. You just
oh,
camera.
okay. Thank you,
It's your
brother.
voice. Yeah, absolutely.
Um, it all depends on the commitment you made in
Oh
the
man.
beginning.
Hold on.
No,
Before you
no
go into
story
your
yet.
thoughts, just stay together or separate.
Mm, I'll give it. I'm a three strikes, you're out. So I'll give it three strikes and then you're out. So I'll stay together for three strikes.
All right, so that's four for stay. Cool. Everybody stay
Yeah,
Ah,
together.
yeah. Shorty cheat on me. She out. Fuck out of here, bitch.
Separate.
Yeah,
All right, so we only had the one for separate. All right, so now,
but that's without content though. You said yo stay together break. Like
Yeah,
again,
that's
no, no,
yeah.
that's
no,
it.
it don't.
I'm just
It's
keeping it
not.
on a buck
That's what I was saying. You wouldn't
because I
allow.
have to give content because it's different
Nah,
levels.
respectfully,
I've been
respectfully,
married
it's all
before,
right.
so if so I gotta keep it in a buck. No,
Nah, you ain't right. You ain't right or wrong. I just
I know,
had
I understand.
I had two systems up here. Most of y'all picked the stay system, and I had a separate system and a stay system. So now we're gonna see if we could helping people who a male or female who has cheated in a relationship. We're gonna see if we can help them stay together. So I got the stay system. Speak before you snap. Problems usually don't start with screaming. They start with no. We got the stay system. We're gonna start with S. Speak before you snap. Problems usually don't start with screaming. They start with silence. My questions to y'all is: oh, small frustrations become big resentments when nobody talks. The question to y'all is: how do couples bring up difficult conversations without starting an argument? V, we start with you.
Okay, how do couples bring up difficult conversations without starting an argument? Correct.
We on F, yes.
Okay, is this still in relation to cheating or is just general?
Yeah, it's based off of the cheating.
I think you just gotta come correct. It's most of the time when you're if it's about cheating, it's usually a heated discussion in most cases. It's not going to be like, well, sit down and let me have a conversation with you and explain to me why you felt compelled to step out of our relationship. You know, it's usually like, you cheated on me, so and so, F you, blah, blah, blah. And it's usually a heated discussion. So to me, it depends on the level of maturity of both parties, especially when you're young, it's usually going to be heated. But as you mature, um, you can begin to have conversations like, okay, what's going on with you? Where are we in our relationship? And, just basically bring it to the table, be upfront, you know, and, ain't nobody got time to beat around the bush. Ain't nobody got time for that, you know. Just be upfront. I'm the kind of person, I love putting everything out on the table. Like, let's put it all out on the table. Let's sort through it and see what we come up with.
Respectfully. Reese, how do couples bring up difficult conversations without starting an argument?
In my honest opinion, I think most of the time they don't. I think that that's what creates a lot of the issues, is that if there is a difficult conversation, it's not being had, which leads to the cheating. And I think that that just comes with owning your own shit and knowing that you didn't want that conversation and that's why it wasn't had. Um, and I also do think that, kind of piggybacking off what Venus said, is that some people are willing to bring those to the table and say, hey, listen, this is what's going on. How do we deal with it? And some just aren't. So I think that a lot of times it's because people are not bringing those difficult conversations to the table.
Respectfully. Fellas, we'll start with Jem. How do couples bring up difficult conversation without starting an argument?
Knowing your partner, because at some point, whatever you tried didn't work. So it's just, I think it's just knowing your partner, right? Like, if you come knowing that you're not supposed to do that, you're gonna get the reaction. So just know your partner, knowing how to. It starts with you, basically. Your approach. How even though it may not turn out that way, but you want the ending with an overstanding. That's the moral of the story. You want the ending, it's beginning, middle, and end. Mine, yours, and solving. And I live on that. My take, your take. Now let's solve the problem. And we just continue. You know what I mean? Like, I land with that though.
Cool. How do couples bring up a difficult conversation without starting an argument?
Again, it's pretty much what Cuzzo said. Knowing your partner. Sometimes it's inevitable. Sometimes it's just gonna happen. You know what I'm saying? No matter how your tension is, how calm you may come, how peaceful you may enter the conversation, or you don't want it to erupt over until that, it may just happen. That's just it. So it's really ain't no way of saying that. There's no way of telling that. You just gotta say it. Just gotta do it. And then, hopefully, you know what I'm saying? That's about it. You going on motherfucking hope. Hopefully the conversation, you know what I mean? You get to a peaceful ending. Because there's no telling how this conversation may. You know what I'm saying? Because I believe every nigga, you know what I'm saying, that's females, there could be females as well, but I could believe every nigga goes into a conversation when they want to go, they don't want to argue. They want to keep it real. You know what I'm saying? And have a mutual understanding without this shit blowing over. But that's not how it always happens. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So
I agree.
You know what I mean? Just say it. You just gotta just, you know what I mean? If you just keeping it a bug, you gotta just, you know what I mean? But the thing about it is everybody has to be mature. Everybody has to have a cool mind and understand why we here and why we doing this. That's you know what I mean? I would say that could be the disclaimer in it. So
Dirt, how do couples bring up a difficult conversation without starting an argument?
I think approach is going to be definitely heavy. I think a lot of times people say they want to have a conversation, but they have pre ideas of how they're going to handle it. So I think that you go into a conversation, one in honesty, right? But then you're willing to be deceptive to get that honesty, which is a lie in itself. So I feel like that is all about your approach and willingness to say, you know what, this is what I want to talk about. This is how I want to talk about it. This is why I want to talk about it. And the same way you want somebody to answer your questions, it will be to answer the questions that are being asked to you. So I think that, and then keeping it in a calm situation. Also, I would say when things getting heated, an ability to go, all right, let's stop it and let's come back to this. Because I feel like a lot of times if it's a conversation and we're having it, things get heated, is people find it almost impossible to stop. They don't have a cutoff thing. It's like, all right, you know what? This is not even a conversation anymore. We're not getting to the point of what we're trying to do. So let's make sure that we are just talking. I'm not accusing. I'm not insisting. I'm listening to what you're saying, and I'm trying to get to my solution. And I would think an ability to accept whatever truth is being given to you. I think that, you know, a lot of times we are so used to things being a lie and not being truthful or whatever, that we're trying to dissect what's being said. I think that is going into the conversation with, all right, I'm talking to this person and I want to hear what they have to say. All right. I want to know why, you know, where were you, you know, why you haven't, where you was at when I was trying to get with you on your lunch. Where was you at? I was trying to hang out with you for lunch. You wasn't there. All right. What are you telling me? All right. Okay. So you got busy and you had to do something else. All right. Boom. Just accepting, opposed to going, nah, ain't nobody busy on their lunch. Start making an argument when it's supposed to be a conversation. I think that's what do you want a conversation or do you want an argument? So I think it's all about the ability to be able to respond and accept what the information you're being given, and then add that, and then add from that, opposed to already having the conversation by yourself. Having the conversation with that person, not having it with yourself, but having the conversation with that person and responding to what's being said to you and accepting that. And I'll land with that.
Stiggy, yo, you here? Heard you pop in a little bit. Heard you on the airwaves. Hold on 1 second. I'm looking for something. I got.
Lay down.
Hold on. Question was, how do couples bring up difficult conversation without starting a argument? I would say therapy. Definitely go do that. That brings out some things that are on people's chest, on people's minds, and not talking about it, it starts to, those things
therapy
will turn in.
meaning a mutual party, like someone in between, someone the referee. That's what you mean?
Yeah, low key, but just go
Okay.
to
Now
get
understanding. Okay.
a professional, a clinical. You feel me? Some people are against it. And there's
No,
a
I'm
lot of
not saying
people
that.
that
But so
who
you
don't.
need you would
that
need a
would be your
therapist every
approach
time
to
you
it.
talk. So every time
Yeah,
you
that would
have
be
a
your approach to
conversation,
it.
you need a
No, no,
therapist.
no, no, no. Tough conversation. Now, after
No, no,
couples,
no, no. The question was, right? You said therapy. So my brother said, every time you want to have the hard conversation, you're gonna go to therapy.
if you're in therapy, then it's gotten to a point to where none of you know how to address. Just like Mo said, that would be a deep accountability. If y'all get to a point to where the insults and keep going back and forth to where you're
No,
about to get to a
then
point
that
of no
means
return.
then that means it doesn't work.
Facts.
If you're already in
Facts.
therapy, right? It doesn't work because you chose
I
therapy.
didn't say you're in therapy.
That
I'm
no,
saying
no. You said how to have that tough conversation, right? You said
how to bring
therapy,
up
right?
difficult without starting an argument. Yeah,
Right. You said therapy. My brother said so. Every time you have a conversation, you're gonna go to therapy. Then it's not made for you.
Facts.
Then you said already in therapy. It's definitely not. It, you know what I mean? Like, what are we talking?
If every time you had to have a tough conversation with your partner, you need a therapist. You need a new partner.
Yeah,
That's
oh yeah,
that's it.
respectfully, I respect that. But
respectfully.
yeah,
I'm just
That's
saying.
it.
but this is not every time. This is not every time that you having with your partner. This is what
Those
I'm
are your
saying.
Okay.
words.
Okay. All
Those are
right.
your words.
Not
You're
every time.
already in
All right.
therapy.
All right. Got you. All right.
I didn't say you're already in therapy. If you listen, let me reiterate. The question
Got you.
is, how do couples bring up difficult conversation without starting an argument? I would say, without starting the argument, go try therapy.
Exactly. So I'm just saying. Right. So every time if you're in a relationship, there's tough conversations that's going to occur
Yeah.
randomly throughout. You know what I'm saying? It's not going to be like as if I'm sorry because I'm just keeping it a buck. There's going to be some shit that's going to happen maybe on Monday. You know what I'm saying? And then you go down the line, shit probably happens on Friday. So I'm just saying, like, you know what I mean? It's shit is going to occur randomly. So in order to
That's
address
not
those
tough.
things, you're
That's
going to
not the
always
tough
need.
part though.
No, you don't belong together.
I agree.
That's true, and that could be incompatibility.
Correct.
However, if
All right.
people that think they are for each other, and if they can get past if they can get past the toughness and actually have a conversation, therapy can show them how to have that conversation, how to connect with one another. Because if
Okay.
they don't know
There you
how to
go.
have a conversation,
That's all right. That sounds a little bit
then
all
you're
right.
not then you say, yeah, you may say this person is not for me, but you're only saying that because you don't know how to have the tough conversation. When
I
it
agree
comes
with you.
up, y'all go back forth with insults and you don't know how to move it forward to a solution because
I
all you
agree.
got
Together.
to you're
I
all
can
right
agree
then.
with
So
that.
that's why
You
why I
don't belong
suggest that.
together.
I can agree
Yeah,
with
you
that.
don't belong together. Period. If you're going to therapy, paying that much money, because that shit ain't cheap,
No, you're not
and you're
even going
still
yet.
throwing insults.
You're not even
No, no,
going
I'm
yet.
saying
That's what I'm saying.
respectfully. But if you're going to therapy and you're still throwing insults, paying that much money, is you gotta go. That's what I'm saying.
Exactly. Um Also, do not post motivational quotes that are actually insults. If your healing needs hashtags, hold on, this is the wrong one. Yeah, there you go.
I thought when they go get my drink, nigga. Say that louder for the people in the back.
I
Say
got
it for
you.
the viewers. Say that a little louder for the viewers.
No,
That was a
hold on, I
good
gotta
one.
go back. I gotta go back
That
to the
was
first one.
nigga,
That
that
was
was a good
number
one. That's a big
number
fact.
3. My bad.
Yeah, say that. Yeah.
Stop trying to win the breakup by building team me.
Keep the
If your
hashtag.
aunt If
Facts.
your aunt, barber, pastor, co-worker, Uber driver, dentist, and gynecologist all hate your ex, congratulations. You built a fan club instead of healing, instead of finding peace.
Facts.
Let's go to T. Tell the truth early. Secrets don't usually hold on. Secrets don't usually destroy relationships overnight. They grow quietly until honesty feels impossible. My question to y'all is, how honest is too honest? We start with Reese.
I don't think that honesty is ever too honest, because I feel like if you're honest with your partner, you're probably going to get better results than if you're half honest. And a lot of people don't want to be fully honest because they're not accepting of themselves 100%. And if, especially if your partner's asking for honesty and you still beating around the bush, you're just causing more animosity in that relationship. And my thing's like this: if you can't be honest with your partner and you don't think that that's the person you want to be with or whatever, let them go. They deserve to be happy just like you want to be happy.
Exactly.
Don't hold on to something that you don't have good intentions with. And if you can't be honest with that person about how you feel, what your wants and needs are, then let them go, because honestly, you don't love that person.
Can I add something too, though? I mean, just add something with that too, sis. Yeah, be asking for honesty, but then when niggas keep it real, y'all don't keep it real back. It'd be
No,
a
that's
whole
the problem,
different.
is that nobody's 100% honest. They want to be
It'd be a
half
whole.
honest.
No, 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 no,
Yeah.
no, no, no.
All right,
It
you're
don't
not
be
hearing
no,
what he's saying.
no, no.
You're not hearing what he's
Again,
saying.
it'd be a lot of people asking for the truth, but when a nigga keep it real,
Uh-huh.
it don't be the same energy. So that's why niggas come half honest. That'd be a lot of the take as well. I just want to put that there. I'm not saying you.
Be,
I'm just keeping it real. That'd be half of the time. That'd be a lot of the time.
be honest with me, Jody.
All right.
You know
Then a
what?
nigga
I'm
keep it
gonna
a
be
whole
honest
buck
with
with
you.
you with the intent
I fuck other girls.
to make things right or keep things balanced
He
or
said,
keep
I
you.
don't mean it, but
It'd
I
be a
mean it.
whole different scenario. That's giving it. I'm just gonna put that out there. But I
That's a
understand.
fact.
That's fact. Fact what you said though. But I just wanted to add that.
V. How honest is too honest?
Oh gosh.
Oh, excuse me.
Now you go. You gonna? Now I'm saying no because no. Come on. Don't do that to me. You gonna let us know. You gonna let us know.
I don't think I think there's no such thing. I have to agree with Reese. Um, I think honesty is just honesty. Integrity is just integrity. And I've always believed in my relationships, up front, I would ask really hard questions in the very beginning. And I have a way of getting men to open up to me and tell me their secrets. And I don't know if it's a gift or something, but I enjoy it. I would have fun with it. You know, one of my exes, he, divulged this secret. And one day he talked about it and he was like, I was like, yeah, you told me that. He's like, I told you that. I was like, yeah, and um, I would like in my younger years, I would even because AIDS was very prevalent at that time. I would ask guys about their status, show me your HIV card. Um, and like I would have those really tough conversations kind of early on. And then as the relationship progresses, it would be easier to have harder conversations. That's been my experience. I'm not everything is different, of course, and every person is different. Every relationship is different. But I would always ask really hard conversations up front. And once I created that space, it always seemed to be easier later on to have the tougher conversations as well. And so I don't think there's no such thing as there's levels of what you divulge, but I think honesty is honesty. You can't really love someone if you don't really know them. But my cousin who was married for many, many years, I remember her saying, "You'll never know a man completely." She said you can be married to a man for years and not really know. I mean, men come up, they show up with like secret families in another state or another country, and so I think honesty is honesty. The more honest you can be, the better. You know, and I land the plane with that.
Dirt. How honest is too honest?
I think that, especially from a woman's point of view, I think that they almost kind of like what the Bill was saying was, but I also feel like, do you need do I need to know your period?
Yeah.
No, I don't want. I don't. I'm not. I'm a bad person. Like, you know what I mean. I'm not. I don't need to know everything. So why do you need to know everything? So it's like, when you're worrying about honesty, what is the questions you're even asking? So no, I don't think honesty. I think when it's too honest is when you're too concerned with things that have no importance, that really don't change or nothing. It's like, what is your point of having this honesty? I guess I'm kind of changing with the, not disagreeing with him, but in general. All right, so I tell you something honestly. What is the change that comes from that honesty? What change comes from that?
I would say it depends on what you're being honest about.
I mean,
Right.
but what
You're
what?
giving them the option when you're not being honest.
No,
You're
no,
not.
no, no, no. I'm saying, like, you can say, you know what? I don't like green beans. Will I never see green beans in my refrigerator ever again?
Probably.
Yeah, probably.
What, kids eat green
Being
beans?
honest.
I'm just using it as an example. I'm saying that people say they want your
Hold on, but you keep using examples. You know how they gonna go. It's another
yeah, I
45
don't mean
minutes
to do
over
that.
there.
Yeah, right.
Don't do
But
that.
I'm just using an example, that the idea of, yeah, you say you want this honesty, but what change will come from receiving the honesty? What do you need it for? As is it ammunition to argue, or is it really because you think that you want this information for what? I think people take too much value in knowing stuff that, I don't know. Not a lot of shit is important to me. I don't have a lot of things that I care about. We was in the store earlier. Me and Reese was in the store earlier, and she was about to try to give me the rundown of what foods are, I guess, you should be running from, because people are dying from eating, and I don't care. I don't want to investigate that. I'm not looking for that. And I think that I realize that a lot of trust issues and issues that people have is because, to some extent, we be kind of looking for ourselves and others. As much as I don't care, why do you care? Not just about the food, but about whatever questions. How many, like, you're asking all these questions to get all this honesty? How many questions are being asked to you about you, so that you have to make a decision about lying or telling the truth about?
Hold
Because
on.
that,
Just
what?
because you don't doesn't mean the other person doesn't.
Facts.
I don't care.
But that's you though.
Yeah, that's me. I don't care if the other
But if the
person
other
does
person
care.
cares, then you
Why
should
would that
take.
matter to me? I'm not dating
All
I'm dating a
right.
That's
woman.
your
Why would I care?
motherfucking partner.
Right. I hear you.
Exactly.
Right.
That
That's
part.
your
And I'm not
partner.
right. I'm not even trying to put it on a partner. I'm just saying, just generally. All right, you don't care, and I understand that. We get that you don't care, right? But if the
Hold
other
up.
person care and you care about that person, and she wants to know, then nigga, you gotta tell her because she wants to know.
And
Else
well, hold on.
walk the
Am I
street by
wrong?
yourself. Yeah, walk
I
the
get
street
it.
by yourself.
No, I get what they're saying. Because look, how we feel is how we feel, and the
Facts.
the
I
system,
understand that.
hold on, the system that we picked was the stay system. So the affirmation that we are given is, for some, that's what would work. The affirmation that Dirt is given, for some, that's what would work. So yeah, we could see it as like, hold up, but some partners,
Y'all could
that
y'all could
that
talk
dynamic
every
would work for some. That's how they would
Every
stay
time
together.
your girl want to talk, y'all can talk. If that's how y'all feel, that's the right way to be. Y'all can sit there and let that happen. I'm not saying y'all wrong for that. That's not how I feel.
Nah, nobody's wrong on here. We just,
respectfully. Yeah,
I'm being genuine. I don't care. And I think that people worry about the wrong shit. Worry about is the rent paid? Worry about is the bills paid? Worried about am I actually happy or not? I don't see a girl as my partner. A partner is somebody you're equal with. I keep saying the same thing to y'all. That a partner is somebody you're equal with. If you see your girl as an equal, that's your choice. Y'all do that shit. That keep doing that. That's cool for y'all. I'm not into
totally
that.
different though.
Yes, it is, nigga. If I'm not to cut you up, but if I'm above somebody, I'm above them. If they're below me, they're below
it's like,
me.
nigga,
What do you mean?
what I said, and that's it.
Oh,
all right,
yeah, that's it.
No doubt. Okay, all right.
Wow.
But then how can she be happy if you're doing something?
I don't care.
You just said that. You said worry about if we're being happy.
No, worry about if I'm being happy, not if you're being happy. If I'm being happy, I don't care.
So then let that person go then.
Okay, well then that's what I would have to do then, because I don't care. I'm not no servant. I'm not going. I can't, nigga. No,
you don't gotta treat somebody else like shit to make yourself happy.
No, I don't have to treat nobody like shit. I don't have to treat nobody like shit to make myself happy. The reality of life is that women, or in general, since that's yes who I date, their happiness level is different. My happiness level is different. I'm not concerning myself with somebody else being happy, because if I did that, then that's what would make me unhappy, because I'm already happy. If I gave a fuck about whether other people are unhappy or not, am I concerned about people? No, nigga, I'm happy already. So if you want to be all this emotional thing because you got your period or don't got your period, or you want to be emotional because the fucking sun shining or whatever happens on the news, if that want to change your emotions and I'm sitting around worrying about that, and that's what it got, you want to find somebody that worries about that shit, well, find that person who worries about that shit. I'm not worrying about that. No, I'm not. That's a leader. That's being a leader. A leader's not concerned. If we on the fucking ship.
A leader's still honest.
Nah, say that for you. That's a leader for you.
Hold on. Let him land.
A leader to me is leading. If we're on a ship and somebody got a stomach ache, they go, we got to turn the fucking ship around.
That's not a leader. That's a boss. To be honest with you, a leader makes sure that the whole fucking team is good. A boss gives a fuck about themselves, and then everybody else.
What is the captain? What is the captain? The leader or the boss?
It depends on the terminology of the.
What do you mean? If a captain of a ship,
captain of the ship,
what is the what?
It will be a fucking leader.
And if you say to the captain, my stomach ache, can we turn the whole fucking ship around? What is the captain going to say?
He's going to say, nigga,
go throw off on the side.
Facts.
we on a fucking mission. We got shit to do.
But is he going to say, nigga? He's not going to say, well, motherfucker, jump off the ship, nigga, because we got.
He might. To do. Nigga, jump off the fucking ship then. Nigga, we're going somewhere. No, I know where we're going.
That's a bad captain. That's a bad captain because I need you because we got some shit to do. Cool. No. That would be a good leader. A good leader, like, yo, all right, nigga, you fucking, your stomach hurt. All right, nigga, go barf in this motherfucking bag. And nigga, because you know the mission we got to do.
Yo, stop the ship. Stop the ship. We got to go to Walgreens.
Get this nigga. You don't got to stop the ship.
Fuck up, son. Good boy,
you don't got to stop the ship.
Yeah, Captain Mo don't want to hear that shit. Cool.
But what if you're the one who's sick? No.
Then it would be important.
Now
then
it would be important.
That's just a way of not taking accountability because you just don't want to be honest.
I'm being honest right now. This is how I really feel. I'm being completely 100% honest. What do you mean?
That's what I wanted to land with.
It's
respectfully.
Ooh, brother, I tell you.
It's honesty. And that was the question. How honest is too honest? And cool, you next. How honest is too honest?
I don't even know how to fucking answer that.
All right, Dig. Dig, you in the building?
How honest is too honest? I get it. Like, what the fuck you mean? Honesty is honesty, bro. I don't know. But that's to me, man.
Dig. How honest is too honest?
For me?
Yeah.
Oh man, I'm just here for the show, baby. I ain't listen. I ain't
You could have
listen.
watched on
I ain't
YouTube.
got
You could have watched on
Respectfully.
YouTube, nigga.
honest. How I feel about honesty is honesty.
No, no, no. How you feel about honesty? How honest is too honest?
Well, if you would have let me finish, I would have
Oh,
get
my
there.
bad, my bad.
How
Respectfully, my
I
bad.
feel about honesty, you have blatant honesty, you have rude honesty, you have disrespectful honesty, but at the end of the day, it's still honesty and it's still the most respected
Facts.
form of storytelling that you can have.
Thanks.
So, regardless of, yeah, I would rather a person be too honest than somebody sit in my face and lie and
Talk
play
about
me
it.
for a fool. So I'm always going to take the honesty over everything. I don't give a damn what it is. The truth is always going to be the truth no matter who tell it.
Thanks.
And that's the reality of the situation. That's how I feel.
Respectfully. Cool. You got some more thoughts on it? How honest is too honest?
That's facts. Well, cuz just said.
Respectfully.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. Like there's no too honest. That's what I'm saying. Like this how do you even answer that? There's no me being a Capricorn, I'm super blunt. I'm super blunt, and sometimes I don't have a filter. But I do know how to filter myself, and I do know how to, what I'm saying, adjust to the situation. But again, like Cuzzo just said, I'd rather you keep it real, no matter how you feel, than just motherfucking be dishonest.
Thanks.
Just keep it real with me, nigga. Yo, just say the shit. I'm so, or yo, just say the shit, nigga. Whatever, how you feeling, bitch? Excuse me. You know what I'm saying? Excuse me, ladies. Not talking to any of you ladies, respectfully. Just say it. Yo, what's up? Keep it a buck. What up? If I'm fucking up, yo, say I'm fucking up. If I did something to hurt you, say that shit. If I did anything that I gotta do, yo, say it. Just be honest. Be honest with me. You don't want to fuck with me no more? Yo, be honest. Say that shit. You know what I'm saying? I'd rather that than anything else. Dishonesty, like Cuzzo said, without going, yeah. Just not know. There's no other way of saying it.
Respectfully. Question is how honest is too honest? Um, Next rule I would say is children shouldn't be delivering messages. Tell your daddy or ask your mama. If your child knows more about child support than multiplication tables, you're doing something wrong. Next one is A, appreciation more than more appreciate more than accuse. People naturally notice what's wrong. Healthy couples intentionally notice what's right. My question to y'all is how often should couples express appreciation? D, we start with you.
Well, that's really an individual thing. I think we've had similar discussions on this panel, in the last few months about, just the expression and when and how frequently. And um, I think it's really up to the individual. And I think the dynamics of a relationship also plays a role. I mean, I take Mo into consideration, like his philosophy, for instance. Um, and I kind of like I understand what kind of person and he is. So like I remember him stating, that that's not necessarily his love language is to tell you and every single day. And then there's other people who like that is their love language. They come home from work and they want to kiss you and they want to hug you and they want to, you know, put you up on a kitchen counter and make love to you right on the spot. So I think it's an individual thing, and I think the more secure each person is in the relationship with themselves, I think the expression is not as needed, if that makes sense. Because I think sometimes it's like if you're happy within your individual self, just being you. I love me. I love being me. And I'm sharing this time, space, reality with someone I care about. So if we express appreciation on birthdays and holidays, that may be enough, you know. But then there are other people that need it more frequently. They may need it once a week. They may need it every day. They may need it once a month. So I think that it's really an individual thing. I hope I landed the plane with that. But I think it's really an individual thing, you know, and prayerfully, you know, both parties in the relationship are in agreement, you know, with what their needs are, you know. So I land with that. I land the plane with that.
I appreciate that. Reese, how often should couples express appreciation?
I kind of agree with what Venus said. It is individual, but I also think that there's things that people do that don't need to be spoken that you already know that you're appreciated for. So if you come home and take care of the children every day and cook every day, it's kind of like something that's unspoken. Like you already know that you're being appreciated, hopefully by the partner that you have. But I don't think that there's anything wrong with if your partner buys you flowers, being appreciative that he bought you flowers, or if your partner went to the store and something made him think of you and he bought this thing for you. I don't think there's anything wrong with it expressing that you're appreciated for that. Even with paying the bills, if your partner is somebody who pays all the bills, I don't think that you could show your appreciation maybe in other ways without verbally saying it 24/7. Because sometimes somebody might not want to be thanked 24/7, like, oh, thanks for doing that. Thanks for this. Thanks for that. But I think that there's non-verbal ways of showing appreciation as well. Like if you went to work all day, when you come home, I'm going to rub your feet, give you a massage. Maybe that's a way of showing appreciation. So I do think it's somewhat individual, but I also think that some appreciation is not shown just verbally, it's shown physically as well.
Respectfully. Cool Billy. How often should couples express appreciation?
And I have to agree with the I have to agree with the panel so far. Everybody's pretty much saying what it is. You know what I'm saying? And I'm sorry, sis, bro. I gotta use y'all as an example because again, like Cuzzo said, you know what I mean. He's not the Romeo, lovey-dovey type of nigga. You know what I mean? He go by appreciating, just throwing her a bag and shit. Like, yo, you know what that means? Again, it's everybody's different. Now I'm gonna put myself in a scenario. Me, I like words of affirmation. So you telling me you appreciate me gonna make me go even extra harder. I may go above step or may go a little bit more than what I'm doing. You know what I'm saying? If I am on level 4, gear 4, you know what I'm saying? You saying, yo, babe, I appreciate what you do around this motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? Thank you for holding this shit down. You know what I'm saying? Now I throw that shit in 6th gear. You know what I'm saying? That's just me though. Me personally. So again, it's all on the person. Everybody's different.
Respectfully.
Yeah.
Dirk.
And then have her nibble on your ear.
Hey, yo. Right. Let's go have fun, baby. When that shit happens. Right.
Dirk.
R. Kelly about to get played.
Yes.
1 second. How often do couples express appreciation?
I think that expression of appreciation is a very subjective thing. So I don't know how many times you should be showing somebody you're grateful, but I think that the biggest sign of appreciation to me is peace. I don't need a thank you for everything I did, but I would like peace.
Respectfully.
That to me is the greatest sign of appreciation. Everything else, sucking dick, rubbing my feet, rubbing me, it's all could be connected to it, but it all starts with peace in itself, if it's appreciation. So I feel like the best way to show you appreciate your partner is to not be disrupting your partner, get on their nerves. You know what I mean? that to me is the biggest sign of appreciation, because that to me is going to be the one that's really going to mean something. A lot of people, I don't know. I know I'm a weird person, but I know a lot of people. That's why I think, I don't know. I don't even want to, because I don't want to insult nobody. I'm not, nigga. I'm just a dude. I'm a guy. And I feel like a lot of people have been altered for whatever reasons. And I get it. I respect their alterations or whatever. But nah, I'm not, nigga, I'm not doing that. I'm not. I don't even, man, listen. To me, honestly, if you with me, that's an example of appreciation. That's an example. Just being with me, because I could be with somebody else and not be with somebody else. Like, so you're with me, you're being appreciated. I don't think you need a fucking award ceremony and a parade and balloons to fucking say, hey, this is what we got. Nigga, we here right now. We doing what we doing. That's appreciation. The fact that because like, nigga, you know what I mean? Niggas leave people, like, be done. Fuck the kids. Fuck this. Fuck everything. I'm out of here. So, like, to me, it's like, I think it's just about looking, and instead of just looking for the simplest forms of it, I think it's about looking for the other things of it. Like, whoa, this person really stuck in here for me. Then they must appreciate me. Opposed to, oh, I need a confirmation. That to me is so feminine. Confirmation is a feminine thing. You could be with somebody for fucking forever, and he's like, I don't know what's good. How the fuck you don't know what's going on? Are you in special ed? Do you not? How the fuck you don't know? How the fuck don't you know? I appreciate you. What the fuck do you mean? I just need to feel appreciated. Nigga, you don't. If I'm not bothering you, that's like I said, that to me is appreciation. Not bothering me. Maybe handling some shit I needed to get handled. That's it. Other than that, nigga, I don't know. It's awkward because I'm not a regular. I am not a regular dude, and I probably won't be a regular dude. I live too crazy of a life. So, like, to me, I think I was talking to I think it was either DeVille or Siggy. I was talking about, based on my past life and what I had going on in life, my appreciation level is like is very like awkward, because I'm used like I don't like, I want stuff, but some stuff I don't even appreciate. Like I think Reese was talking about being a mother. I want the person who's a mother of a kid to be a mother, but I don't appreciate you for being a mother. That's your fucking job. You're supposed to be a mother. I'm not appreciating you for that.
Well, I'm so glad my hands are over here so I don't have to put them around your neck. I'm joking, but I'm not
Nah,
joking.
no, I know, not no. I'm just I don't know. Like, what do you like, nigga? Like, yeah, that's your fucking job. Go do that. Like, if like, I don't. People be wanting, like I saying, like, you don't get a raise at work every time you do your fucking job, but at home you want a raise. Do they have a special meeting at your job every time you complete a task you're supposed to complete, and tell you, everybody come in the office real quick. We gotta tell you, Sandra completed her task. No, nigga, that's fucking life. Do what the fuck you gotta do.
That's true, but watch what happens if that do happen. Watch that employee. Okay, I'm sorry. Facts though. And that was me you were talking to. Yes, cuz I understand. Wholeheartedly. I understand wholeheartedly. I'm just happy.
I'm just saying how I feel. Just me. So my apologies. I'll land with that.
Nah. No, don't apologize for being you. Don't never apologize for being you. That's
No.
it. That's you.
How often should couples express appreciation? If you're a couple
Feel like
and you're going through, oh my bad, sir. Go ahead. I didn't see you.
I feel like appreciation is an action word. It's not so much of a validation or a constant validation. Appreciation is if you see somebody just mop the floor, you take your shoes off. That's a form of appreciation. I appreciate you mopping the floor. People say they don't ask for appreciation. Let's say you cleaned up and then somebody came and pissed on the floor. you will be upset because that's lack of appreciation. So every day we show appreciation. Even if you pay all the bills at the house, that's a form of showing appreciation and how they treat it. If you pay all the bills in the house and somebody come burn the house down, that's them not showing you appreciation and you will be upset. They wouldn't appreciate it. A lot of times we don't know the definition of words, so we just speak and it sounds ridiculous to me, especially when especially when you know people, they just want to talk and use trigger words. You know what I mean? It act tough, but niggas ain't tough. Niggas is Pop Tart sweethearts and they soft in the middle. You know what I mean? But I'm just speaking about me. Yeah, I mean, my way of
Yeah.
showing appreciation to people for things that is done for me is by not doing a smack in the face. That's a way of showing appreciation. It's always going to be an action word. Now, if you are sitting around looking for validation or confirmations that you're doing a good job, yeah, that's bitch shit. But if you want people to appreciate the things that you are doing, I don't think that's a bitch thing. Because like I said, if you did all of the work and put up all, up all the efforts and then somebody came through and shitted on your efforts, that's a lack there of appreciation. People should be showing appreciation on a daily basis. What I mean by that is if my wife made up the bed and then I come in there and do a triple double back somersault onto the bed and fuck the bed up, that is lack there of appreciation. If my wife just mopped the floor and I took the dog out in the rain and then track up all of the mud on the floor, that's lack there of appreciation. If you know that I pay all the bills in the house and you drain my motherfucking bank account, that's lack there of appreciation. So we show appreciative actions on a daily basis without even knowing that that is something that we are doing. You feel what I'm saying? I've seen people who say they 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 I'm done. I'm gonna leave it at that. I'm done. Cause cause cause, cause niggas be cherry smoothie on the inside, cuz like real rap. Niggas be cherry smoothie on the inside. You know what I mean? That's all I want to say. I want niggas talking like I ain't gotta show no appreciation. I seen a motherfucker stand out on the grill in the hot sun, nigga. That's a form of showing appreciation. But niggas is tough on this motherfucker though. Nigga, you ain't motherfucking niggas be thinking like, yo, son, this is not 2013, nigga. It's 2026. Niggas is family men now, nigga. Regardless of whatever the fuck you want to say on the inside or whatever affirmation you tell yourself in the mirror, yeah, I still got it. I'm still him. Yeah, I mean, I walk around, I'm still him. Fuck, yeah, I mean, this is me, nigga. I had 30 toes up and down the stroll, nigga. Ask about me. Whole time, niggas be butter pecan on the inside. Yo, I gotta get home. Yo, shit. Yo, it's about that. You know what I mean? Niggas be weird on the internet. Round me the fuck up. I wasn't gonna say shit, but niggas is bluffing and didn't want to talk about. I'm just being honest. Nigga, no, you're not. You're lying, nigga. Tell the motherfucking truth, nigga. I'm tired of niggas with the lies. I'm blatantly honest. Nigga, no, you're not. But show fucking appreciation every motherfucking day.
Calm down, bitch. It's okay.
Don't touch that is nigga. You selling wolf tickets, nigga. You Pop Tart sweetheart. This ain't 2013 no more. Yes, you used to be that nigga. You was good at being that nigga too. Niggas 2026, nigga. Don't say this me, nigga. Tell the motherfucking truth.
Oh my god.
I appreciate that, Sig. Thank you for landing with that. And to back off of Sig is saying, yeah. How often should couples express appreciation? If you are coupled up right now, y'all went through some hardship, or y'all haven't went through some hardship, and y'all want to stay together, how y'all should express it daily. Like he said, daily. I treat people how I want to be treated. So every day it should be, you feel me, expressed. There should be compliment, you feel me? There should be gratitude. And you don't know if this is and that is your partner, somebody that you see, then
Your
your
partner.
loyalty, you feel me, is a form of just that,
Oh
appreciation.
my god.
So there's little things that you should be able to do, that you can do, maintain, and keep it going, man. We're gonna get to the last one. Why? Yield without keeping score. Relationships aren't competition. If somebody has to lose every argument, everybody loses eventually. My question to y'all is, we start with Reese. How do you know you're sacrificing too much?
Mm.
Oh no, hold on. I got a better question. What's the difference between compromise and people pleasing?
I think that all relationships have somewhat of a compromise in them to be successful. And it could be small things that you're compromising on, or it could be bigger situations. But I feel like in a relationship, a lot of times I'm gonna say that women are the ones that want to people please. Um, you want to please your partner, so you just go along and do everything, and you just take it with a grain of salt. But people pleasing exists in all aspects of your life. When you're at work, you're trying to people please because you want a better position or you want to stand out as a better employee. Um, but I definitely think that in a relationship, most of the time, men are the ones that don't want to compromise. What they say goes, and women are the ones that are more likely to compromise if they want to still be with that person. And same with the people pleasing. I'm gonna leave it at that.
The
You land your plane, Reese?
what
I sure do.
All right, girl. Um, yeah,
what's
this is
the
a deep.
difference between compromise and people pleasing?
Let me, let me take a breath because it's a very deep, deep, deep question, and it's very multifaceted in certain ways. I agree with Reese when she says that men are more prone to people pleasing. Um, but what I've learned, I mean, I was definitely was one of my character flaws, especially as a younger person, because I didn't even know what people pleasing was. And kind of growing up in the environment I grew up in with the influences, especially with religion, um, you end up like almost being intellectualized to be a people pleaser. And it's dangerous because you can lose yourself in that dynamic and be ignorant to the fact that you're actually compromising your value, or even more than compromising, you're sacrificing you. And there's a level of having to become self-aware and discover yourself so that you won't be people pleasing, because sometimes people pleasing is literally putting your own happiness on the back burner, and it can be an abusive situation for the sake of either keeping peace or making that other person's happy, and there may not be any reciprocity there. So you're sacrificing yourself, your love for yourself, to get this love from this other person. and it don't always end up well, and it can lead you down to a path of depression and anxiety. And so people pleasing can be a very unhealthy thing.
Thanks.
And compromise, on the other hand, is, like even Reese just said, the small things are not, you have to really count the cost. And I like this clip of Eartha Kitt when she says, "Compromise? Me? Compromise? Never, will I compromise?" And I get what she's saying because I've been there. And I believe more so cooperation where both parties are making a compromise. You're giving something up, to get something. And the little things are okay, but sometimes little pet peeves can be the things that very much hurt a relationship because those are the things that annoy you the most, like leaving one little teeny weeny strip of toilet paper on the toilet paper roll and not replacing the toilet paper roll. Like something like that can cause a divorce. You're like, man, I told you to replace the whole toilet paper roll. Now I'm sitting here, and I need to wipe my butt, and and there's no toilet paper. And and you actively just left one little square of toilet paper on the toilet paper roll. And or filling up the ice tray, or filling up the water jar in the summertime when it's 112 degrees outside and you left the water jar empty in the refrigerator. So it's like, there's the little things to compromise and think about, but then there's the bigger things. So it really is, what is important. There shouldn't have to be a compromise if you have the integrity of the relationship that you desire, and you put those things out there in the beginning, like, this is what I want, this is what I'm willing to tolerate, this is what I'm not willing to tolerate. Let's count the cost of who I am and who you are, and if it's in alignment, we can work with this. But the people pleasing can be suicide. And I land my plane with that.
Respectfully. Dirt.
Yeah.
Yeah. What's the difference between compromise and people pleasing?
To me, I think compromising is something that people are doing as people pleasers. I feel like as men, we have lost our complete place in society, and all we think about is compromising and trying to, make sure this person's happy and not happy or whatever. There should be no compromise. It should just be, this is what I said. That's what has to be done. That's what I feel. And I'll land with that.
Cool. What's the difference between compromise and people pleasing?
Reese, is this who he really is? Or is he acting?
No, he's being dead ass serious. Like, that is who he is. He's just being dead ass serious.
Now I'm laughing because that he dead is. He dead is.
Mo, are you packing and stacking?
Excuse me.
Huh?
Oh, God.
I said, are you packing and stacking?
Spiritually, yeah.
She knows what I'm talking about.
Now, I know what you're talking about too. I'm not. No, my shit is not 20 inches. No, it's not that. It's just that I think that mentally, truthfully, I'm royalty. Like, really, I'm not making a joke. I don't know what line I come from. I haven't done the research, but I'm telling you, I am royalty, and there's a certain way you approach a king. There's a certain way. You like, not even making a joke about what you said, but I'm just saying, like, does it matter how big the king's dick is? No, I'm still the fucking king. It's almost irrelevant. They're not going to go, oh, we got to shut this whole kingdom down. This shit ain't 12 inches. Nah, this is the kingdom. And I know based on my experiences that my leadership skills are great. I know that. It's more or less the people who are willing to follow those leadership skills or not. And whether people want to acknowledge it or not, that to me is like, it's whatever. I didn't went to a place with nothing and came out with something. You know? And it's not just me. I think my higher power, all of those things like that too. I'm not taking all the credit, but nigga, that shit is in me. I'm not regular, and I'm not going to be regular. And no, I'm not going to be subdued by what society thinks is the right way to be. I think that shit is been a feminine. We always talk about the feminization of males, or because you get your nails painted or whatever. That make you nigga. It's not that. It's you're bowing. You are bowing to a fucking woman. That shit is awkward as fuck. I didn't listen to my mother because she had a vagina. God rest her soul. Now I'm gonna listen to this lady because she got one. That shit is awkward as fuck. That don't make sense. I'm assuming all these other niggas listen to their moms. Because y'all listen to women. Is a natural that's your natural place. Y'all wasn't disobeying then. Y'all would just listen. And y'all just going back to being natural. I don't know. I've never wanted to listen. Nigga, I was bad as I don't listen. I don't do that. It doesn't work for me.
I don't
know.
What's the difference between compromise and people pleasing?
Well, nigga, I ain't regular either. I'm far from motherfucking regular. And I listen to my moms, nigga.
You're a liar. You're lying. I know you, nigga. I know you didn't listen to Auntie. Don't lie.
I ain't listen to everything she's on the fucking say.
Yeah, thank you.
Let's keep
thank
it
you. Yeah.
I did not listen to everything. I pick and choose. I pick and choose. Correct. And that's because I am a guy. You know what I'm saying? I have to figure this shit out myself.
All right, thank you.
I'm not saying you didn't say anything wrong either. I'm just speaking for me.
Don't say you listen to Auntie, because I don't got a number, but I got some numbers I can get in touch with.
Yeah.
Please come on the show and tell me that the bill listen to everything you said. Because I know we wasn't supposed to be smoking in that Infinity. I don't think we was.
Or in the basement.
Oh, we wasn't? I didn't know.
Remember that time? We had that. Yeah. Facts. Okay. Okay. Let's get back to the question. What was the question again?
What's the difference between compromise and people pleasing?
You know, I keep it real. Compromising is this nigga here. Just fuck the whole shit. Hey, you gotta ask me questions before he goes. Let me go before this nigga.
I be trying to go because he's long winded, but he shorted that one out.
Nigga, fuck up my whole train of thought.
Nigga said he said 9 words. That's it. I laughed.
Yeah, man, nigga's so serious.
He usually got a lot to say, so I said, let me hurry up and get him a fight.
You know, people compromising is pretty much what niggas do in relationships. That's a relationship is built on, compromising, give and take. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, facts. That's the shit I learned. Like, you know what I'm saying? You're not gonna always get it your way. So, you know, even though it might be your way 90% of the time, or even 95% of the time, you know what I'm saying? Because to an extent, I do agree with Sis and V when they say females usually the ones that compromise more for the guy than we do for females, and that's because we are the leaders.
That's their place. That's their place.
No, I can see it. I can see that. I'm gonna say I can agree to an extent that, but also I want you to keep it real that it's a mutual thing. You know what I'm saying? It's give and take. That's what a whole relationship is built on. Compromising. A good one that's going in the right direction. You do have to compromise. You're not gonna always have it your way. You know what I'm saying? You're not gonna always come home and expect a dinner served to you or dinner's cooked. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes it's gonna be fucking takeout. You know what I'm saying? Right? It's compromising. It's give and take. And people pleasing is pretty much the opposite.
Okay.
Yeah, with the pieces that I gathered from my thoughts that got scattered, I go there. Yeah, I'll leave it there, bro.
Respectfully, you good. Um, excuse me. Question was, did everybody land? Six still here? Six. What's the difference between compromise and people pleasing?
Compromising is what you do to benefit the team as a whole. People pleasing is what you do to benefit one person. Um, I feel like as a man, I compromise every day because if it was up to me, I would live in a shack on an air mattress with no TV and just stack all my money up and not spend it on nobody. That's what I would do as a man. Um, so every day when I walk around this house, it looks like a blessing to others, but to me, it looks like a compromise and a sacrifice. Um, I don't
Well
agree
said.
that women.
Well said.
I
Well
don't.
said.
I don't. I don't agree that women sacrifice or compromise more than men do. I'm never going to feel like that. It's just men's sacrificing and compromising is more eternal, and we don't shout at the mountaintop for it to be acknowledged. I would say that a woman's sacrifices and a woman's compromises is acknowledged more because they talk about it more. um the fact that a man will work until his back hurts and screaming in pain and not say nothing to nobody, just the little things that a man does on a daily basis. Nobody is screaming at the top of the like, oh that, no, we're not doing that. It's more internalized. Feel like there is an equal comparison as far as what's sacrifice and what's being compromised upon. I don't feel like nobody does more than the other in that regard. I feel like everybody on the boat must row or the boat is not going to move. With that being said, I would rather, me personally, I would rather be in a fucking studio apartment by myself with just me and my things. And every day I sacrifice and I compromise for more.
Respectfully. Clip it. Um, hold on 1 second, y'all. What was that? Why did everybody jump out? Pop out? What is the difference between compromise and people pleasing? Man, y'all well said it, man. Y'all said it well. Man, I mean, y'all landed it. Ain't nothing I can veg you back onto that.
Veggie back. What does that even mean?
Add to that.
Now you don't know. Wait. You don't know what veggie back mean? This is what I'm saying.
I don't. I
Niggas
don't
don't
know.
be dumb. Niggas be playing dumb. What my auntie said, niggas be playing retarded. They don't be
What
really retarded. They be
what is
playing.
veggie back? What is it? You
I
tell me
mean,
what it means.
he don't eat pork, so he said instead of saying the piggyback, he said he won't veggie back. You couldn't put that together. You're smarter than that. I know you did.
Well,
Stop.
a piggyback is when you put somebody on your back and
I
they
ain't gonna
ride
hold
on
you.
your back.
I didn't know what
What
that
is
meant
a
either.
veggie?
I was
Like break it down into context. You just
I was
switching
just
out a
gonna.
word to say something else, but the word piggyback has a definition.
You
I
can
was just gonna
piggyback on
bypass
words
the whole
too.
thing.
You can
Okay,
piggyback on words too. Okay.
you,
Hold on.
but it
You
come.
Excellent.
can.
It has an origin. What is the
Okay.
It's
origin of veggie back? What does it mean? Tell
it's
me.
Somebody
it's
that don't
just
eat pork. Somebody that doesn't eat
yes,
pork.
yes,
That's what
yes,
the
yes.
origin is. Nigga, you don't eat pork. So he's not piggybacking. He's veggie backing. It's not
that's
complex.
What, so it's a phrase that doesn't have no origin to make any sense, but you want me, you
It
call
does
it
have
Ado.
origin, nigga. Got
think
What is
created
the
here now.
origin?
And now
I
What is
think
the origin?
I'm a veggie back on him. I'm a veggie back off of him. And I'm gonna say the shit is real now.
vegans use it. I think it's a
Gentlemen,
vegan slang.
gentlemen,
It's
gentlemen.
vegan
We are
vegan slang.
digressing here. We're digressing.
Vegan slang.
We're digressing. We're digressing.
Only if you don't eat meat, you get those slang. You get the slangs.
And let's back to the you guys are hilarious.
We got to that. We about to go to the last commercial, and then we're gonna close on out, man.
It's a vegan thing.
What we got?
This is BK.
Mike Payne.
Carly.
34 and a half. Hot boy Shay. Tyrell. And I play Tyrell.
And Monica.
Jay.
Austin.
Mo. Big Prince in that series Make Some Noise.
You gon' hear me now, feel me now. I'm 10 toes, no small talk, straight to the pen.
Throughout the season, you see him going through where in the beginning he wanted to just do his music and work a regular 9-to-5, but as things continue to happen to him, he has to respond to the environments that he gets put in.
Whoa. Damn. Got fucked up, cuz. Yo, my bad, bro. Where the fuck was you at anyway? I was trying to get a little bottle or something, type of weapon that even the odds, it was more than us.
A lot of people called me and was like, when they see me, I like to say I retreated, which is something people do in war all the time. They retreat to, regroup. Another word I like to use when I think about that scene. People thought I was like, punani.
Nigga, you must not know who the fuck I am, nigga. This my city. Y'all beat his ass. Get up, bitch ass. You ain't talking niggas. We outside.
I had people say, you just being you. I ain't gonna lie. I ain't no bully though. I ain't no bully, but yeah, don't take me there, bro. But other than that, yeah, just I'm that nigga, and I definitely feel like I'm that nigga. You supposed to feel like that, you feel me? Yeah.
Damn, she fine as hell. What the fuck you doing with this bum ass nigga? Might well come to my section.
Nigga, I wouldn't give you the time of day if you paid for it.
Like she's she's a good person at heart. I just think she's in the wrong career field.
You be surprised what type of man I see on a daily. Oh, what? That make you nervous? You scared?
Nah, not even.
I think you kind of see her go from a stable person to just kind of really wanting to hold on to a relationship that probably does need to end.
Excuse me? It's been a few days with who? Who you been working with? And who are you about to compare me to?
I'm just tired.
No.
I need to get some rest.
No, let's talk about it.
Definitely go tap in with my guy. I'm so Tyrell. Check him out on YouTube.
Shout out to him.
Make some noise. Oh my God. Check it out. Definitely. Hot 8 episodes. Fire. I was supposed to do this during the episode, but I have to do it now. Y'all gotta Dirk, give me a word. Make up a word for another word for cheating.
Diverse in your portfolio.
I like that.
That's good.
That nigga. Don't miss.
Coot, give me a word for something that you would survive. Make up a word.
Something I would survive.
Yeah.
Nigga, anything. Nigga, I'm fucking Coot DeVille.
No, give me a word. You gotta throw me a word. Make a like Mad Libs.
Catastrophic. It doesn't fucking matter. I'm a Capricorn. Nigga. The January one. No offense, Sue. No offense. No offense.
A catastrophic what? Catastrophic what?
Anything.
What? Give me some.
It's hard to understand that question.
Right. That's
Something that
why
you would
Make up for
survive. Something.
him.
Something.
something else tragic,
Some a tragic
devastation.
what? No, yeah, that's those are the words. That's the words. Something that something. Give me a noun. A thing. Like
What's a
a
noun for
plane.
anything?
A plane crash. Something crash.
A
A
tsunami.
hangnail. Tsunami. All right, that's good. All right,
Okay. All right.
Okay. I see what he's saying now.
A tsunami, a
that works. That
supernova.
works. All right, I need another word for something that you would choose peace over.
Me
Something
again?
outrageous. No, anybody throw a word. Something that you would choose peace over. Something outrageous.
Something I would choose peace over. I won't choose peace. None.
My
Peace.
life.
Huh?
My life.
My life.
Nah.
My life. My life.
I
My
wouldn't,
life.
nigga. That's what I'm seeking. I wouldn't put none over peace. I wouldn't put none over my peace. That's what I'm seeking in life. There's
All
nothing
right.
coming for my peace. That's so I don't understand. You don't put. I'm not putting anything over my peace.
You're gonna have to compromise your peace because you're a compromiser.
Well, I
That's
appreciate
what,
y'all.
and that's what my boundaries, and that's where, you know what I'm saying.
Well, if you ain't alive, you ain't gonna have peace.
No, no. The peace is gonna keep me alive.
That's why I said you have to put your life over peace.
Respectfully. I want to thank y'all for landing with me.
Okay.
You in the comment section if you made it this far, man. I want to appreciate you. Remember when you're watching this back, like it. I mean, well,
Nah,
if you
because
like
if I
it,
put my life over peace, that means I would just be sitting there all fucking devastated and all going through all types of shit
You gotta compromise your
just to
peace.
live.
You gotta compromise. You gotta
Nigga,
compromise.
I'm not compromising shit for my peace.
You're a compromiser.
I did that already. Nah, not no more, nigga. Not no more. No.
Now you don't compromise no more. Don't switch.
Nah, I got certain things I don't compromise. I compromise. I'm a compromiser, but certain things is nah. No, I don't compromise.
Okay.
But certain things.
I'm the only one who said they don't compromise. So we know you. We know
No, you don't
compromise.
compromise nothing. It's a difference. Anything.
well, like I said, I want to thank y'all. Appreciate y'all, man. Definitely. You already know. Rewind to the if y'all gonna stick it out to the if y'all gonna stay together, rewind, man. If you ever to rewatch the stage system, you feel me? You dig it? Let me know what you think about in the comment. Let's close this thing out. Cheating is one of the deepest betrayals many people will ever experience. For some, it's an immediate deal breaker. For others, it's evidence of broken trust that may or may not be rebuilt. There isn't one answer that fits every couple. But here's what deserves attention. Cheating is diversifying your portfolio. Immaturity. Immaturity is a pattern. Okay, oh my God. The networks are down. The equipment. Got mute up, please. Cheating is diversifying your portfolio. Immaturity is a pattern of how someone handles emotion, conflict, loneliness, temptation, and accountability. A person can act immaturely without cheating, and someone who cheats may later grow into more responsible partner. But growth is demonstrated over time, not declared in a single apology. If a relationship survives a tsunami, rebuilding trust requires honesty, consistent action, healthy boundaries, and patience from both people. If it doesn't survive, ending it respectfully is not a failure. Sometimes choosing peace over my life is the healthiest decision available. The goal shouldn't be winning the breakup. or punishing the other person forever. The goal is learning enough that the next chapter, whether together or apart, is healthier than the last. When trust is broken, what kind of people do we choose to become next? And if it's time to separate, do it in a way that allows everyone involved, including your children, your families, and yourself, to move forward without carrying unnecessary scars. Protect your peace. See you next episode. Thank you for flying with us on Land Your Plane podcast.
Family.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to your destination. Please remain seated until you have properly processed. Keep your mind clear until next time.
Land your plane, land your plane, land your plane.